free. My cup off and make them scream. Go pop off for TMZ. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Money long, nothing on credit. I got style, don't catch no feelings. All this bread ain't got no lettuce. I got style, don't catch no feelings. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look, look. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look, look. Look, look. Look, look. Look, look. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Watch me. Sit back. Sit back. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back.
I'm good. I'm good. Section you can lurk from anywhere to anywhere, but cutting that section off or towards the A, it's
Yeah,
stopping
that's
that
going to
lurk
be
a
true.
lot.
Honestly, to what I feel, it's more of a mid contested map right now. If you
Yeah.
have the mid control for yourself, or if you have given away the mid control, that's where you start to lose rounds. You need to have the mid control for yourself. You need to check each and every corner because you never know on what happens. And also, the opportunities of backstabs are open. I mean, you have the mid doors, you have the main, you can just go in for a backstab, and we can actually predict backstab happening. But today's team, I mean, both of the teams that we have for today's, they are really interesting. On the attacker side, we have A Star, Kill Switch, Max, Lantis, and Crucifix. Back then, actually remember A Star, the way he used to play, the way he used to perform. I always used to call him the most shining stars among all. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot coming up from the sides of A Star. But what do you think? Which is the player to look out for?
The way I have been looking both the teams, I have been watching the set two games. I have casted. So, especially from the Apex Warriors side, Batman has been performing so good on that duelist role. But the support, Joey Hape Panda and Hyperfiction has been given the support to Batman has been exceptional. These three players for their team has been playing too good. And on the other hand, Crucifix on the duelist same, getting his kills, getting his the role he is supposed to play, but XG supporting that initiator and playing with his duelist is playing exceptionally good.
Yep, that's true. For now, we are on to the agent selection already, and I can see interesting agents coming up. Alongside a KO, I do see a Cypher, Sova, Viper, and a single duelist Jet. But on the other side, it's going to be a Rena Jet combination coming up now. This is very interesting. The only difference I can see is in terms of the KO and the Rena. Rest everything seems to be very, very similar in both of these teams. Now, the investment of KO every single time has been an exceptional, because you can do wonders out there with a KO when you have it in your team itself. You can just nullify all the
Need a drop. Thanks.
abilities that your opponents have. So it's gonna be interesting. But let's see what these players have to service today.
Yes, you're right, and especially like I have seen the teams both over here playing. Especially the Apex Warriors, they have been trying out a way lot. The other three teams in this set have been playing with a certain comp, and they are just moving with that same comp. But I've seen Apex Warrior in all the days. They are changing their comp. They are trying everything like a team should. We saw Epic playing Chamber once. He played Raze. He played Jet, and now he's switching to Arena for the first time in the series. Let's see how is he gonna play and get that role of killing and hunt.
Yep, that's true. So now, initially, it's a good setup, honestly. Three players towards B side. The Cypher setup seems to be more inclined towards B, with one trip and a cam right present towards the B side. Onto the A, the Viper wall. Alongside that, we have the Rena and the Sova right present there. But what's more interesting is the attack coming up from the other end. Three players have already placed themselves towards the B main, whereas there's no one towards the A. I do see the Viper towards the mid, so there are high probable chances of someone having a look towards the mid though. But rather than that, it seems to be a good start.
Yes, you're right. Like we said, KO is a good pick, and especially XG Max is one of his main agents. We can see him getting some lineup lined up. He has some lineups for his agent, and that's gonna be interesting to watch. And the timing of his utility, which comes down with the team pushing it, will be huge.
For now, the initial pistol round, heavy stack towards A and the mid, but for now, attacker seems to be more inclined towards the B side. The first stack comes in, and that's going to be kill switch done for. The trade is perfect coming up from the Viper as well. So is the case with the flash, Max. Perfect
One
flash,
enemy
perfect
remaining.
picks. It all goes down to one last remaining player. Not really sure on what more can be done, but Panda is right present there. 100 HP, what a classic to work around with now. A star is kind of very
Spike
low, so
planted.
he might be risking this jump peak way too much. I mean, look at him. Barely surviving, I'd say. Barely just breathing. The flash again seems to be perfect. One shot is all that he needs. He is able to do that, but Max trades him there and there. Panda gets taken down. It will be the very first round rolling in for the attacks.
A nice round coming up, obviously, for Max, and just what we were talking about before the game start. That KO pick is coming in handy, especially using that flash through the Viper's wall. That Flash is so good. They were unable to dodge because the flash is too fast, and he was able to get two picks of that single flash, and finally finishing off that round with that pick on Panda. Let's move on and इसी के साथ राउंड टू begins right now. एक slow start यहाँ पे लेनी चाहिए team, and we can see the entire team of defense is playing towards the defense. Four people are playing towards defense, and we can see Batman moving on. He's just going for the push. He's already almost down to the but A-Star has watched him. एक बहुत ही अच्छा setup A-Star की तरह आता हुआ. He was able to pick him off guard, and he was able to take the first pick for his team. इसी के साथ दे विल बी वेटिंग टू स्विच ऑन टुवर्ड्स ए. बहुत ही अच्छा डिसीजन यहाँ पे डिफेंडर्स ने लिया था. दे वांटेड टू शो that the defenders are playing towards A with that Viper's wall, but they were stacking towards B. The attacking side is just holding off. They are waiting किस तरीके से यहाँ पे players खेल पाएंगे, and they are waiting for the defenders to make a mistake. Hyperfiction gets spotted with that drone. Tag वहाँ पे हो गया. Crucifix with that cloud burst will push. क्या spot? He was unable to spot Panda, and Panda will get that trade onto Crucifix. Panda उनके हाथों में यहाँ पे लाके दी जाएगी. Will they be able to win those fights? Because यहाँ पे उनके बैक्स यहाँ पे एक बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से बॉली का कॉम्बो लेके अपनी टीम के लिए रेप पैक यहाँ पे रेना का इस्तेमाल करके वैंडल उठाएंगे. was able to get one distance लेके will he be able to go backs will finish him off, and इसी के साथ अपनी टीम के लिए सेकंड राउंड यहाँ पे कंफर्म करेंगे.
Good round, I would say. They were still able to get a Vandal back off the round for themselves. For a moment, I really thought when Crucifix lost the complete control over to that Vandal, things would have been different. But again, the way team just covered it up for him, got the Vandal back, played perfectly, and got the round for themselves. 2-0, a good start coming up. But here's where things change. Right now, we do see the defenders having a full buy for themselves, and it will be a bonus. I'm not really sure if that's a bonus being played because I do see investments made from the other side as well. So this is risky, but at the same time is really interesting. Initial shots being fired from both of the ends. Damage dealt, nothing to be found rather than damage, at least for now. Slowly and steadily. It's got to be a good control, honestly, coming up from the defensive side, though, towards the B side. They've already pushed them back towards the elbow. So a good control. Not really sure on what the plan is from the sides of A-Star and team. For now, slowly and steadily, they're just holding off their angles, not making any kind of noise, cutting off the sound completely. But what's the plan is the question, because they need to make a move. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. They can either go and make a rotate towards A, but that's again got to be a problem because they have the Cypher right present towards A. Except the shock that goes in. So is the case with Knife. The reveal might just be perfect, but not yet so perfect to find anyone out there. The flashes goes in. So is the case, but Panda, he is unstoppable. 2 for Panda. Batman with 1. Killswitch finds a trade. Not get completely fine. Match touchdown. Reflag as well. Hyperfiction good for 1. Yes, he is a 1 versus 2. One last remaining player, Killswitch. Have a bulldog in his hand, but not really sure if that's the perfect way to walk towards the enemy's crosser. Hyperfiction will shut him down. And it's going to be the first round coming up for the defensive side. Honestly, it was a good start. They were able to find few frags here and there, and the shots were perfect, but not so perfect to, find the closing deal. Either ways, they had few investments made. They still have investments made, though. They have invested onto the Vandals and Guardians for themselves, but not really sure on how much outcome will they be able to get for themselves.
Yeah, you are right, but it was a bonus round for them, and they were able to get 3 weapons down, so it could be a good bonus. Let's see. इसी के साथ it's gonna be a B push, and Cypher will be lurking towards B, and let's see. क्या यहाँ पे cost push हो रहा है? And yes, that is coming, but that record was not perfectly on time. Hyperfiction using those traps. A nice decision coming up. They knew that Neo had his ultimate ready, so they got the Cypher traps and asked him to play offside, so his traps won't be nullified by that
remaining.
ultimate null का बाद से वहाँ पे वो nullify ना हो, and उसी का इस्तेमाल करके Hyperfiction was able to get 2 picks. बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से अपनी टीम के लिए वहाँ पे स्टार्ट किया and finish भी करते हुए एक 3 के साथ Hyperfiction second round अपनी टीम के लिए लेके जाएंगे.
Good rounds, back-to-back good rounds coming up from, the sides of Apex Warrior. Yeah, the sides of Apex Warrior. But for now, at least, on the other side, would say they do not have a good pie for themselves. Undercity troops, they do not have a good pie for themselves. All they need to rely on to this round is going to be the sheriff and the marshal coming up. So they need to be a bit careful and look at the one way now. It's just going to be so difficult. They need to find at least one pick through which they might just find in one upgrade in their weaponry, and that's where they might change things. But kill switch, what's the plan? Is the question. For now, does have a sheriff trying to peek towards the mid from the elbow. On the other side, there have been few bullets exchanged here, and their panda is good for one. Yes, he is. Max gets taken down. Honestly, I love the way Max is using his flash perfectly every single time. Hyperfiction will be going in for some jump peaks. Shock that is perfect though. Yeah, it is. Another shock dart from other side as well. There's gonna be a Sova versus Sova fight coming up. Both of them trying their level best to get at least one. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. It's just one player down. Kill switch is good on the shutting down Hyperfiction. Not a perfect headshot though, but still somehow he manages to shut him down. Can honestly retrieve a weapon back there towards the sniper's nest. But will that be possible? They need to be careful about each and every angle. Icarus shuts him down. That's gonna be Crucifix done for. 4 to 3, still doable, I would say.
Remaining.
But Batman
30
from the other
seconds
side
left.
shuts down 2 player. It all goes down to one last remaining player, A star. A marshal in his hand, a 1 versus 4, and a 3. 4 remaining players, 33 HP is all that he has. Batman finds another one, a 3k for him, and the third round for Warriors, 3 to 2.
Amazing yard, especially the defenders who are playing it so safe. They know the discipline the players need is being showed off, and they waited for the opponents, the attackers, to make some plays and fall off about that, and they were able to get those picks. They did not make any harsh decision to push and might be able to get traded. So they were playing on their safe ground. And finally, operator coming up in the hand of Batman. The operator show will be on, and he will be peeking mid. And this, the players, will he be able to take one? And yes, he does. Crucifix के ऊपर यहाँ पे एक बहुत ही प्यारा pick लेंगे, but Atlantis was able to get that operator shut down. बहुत ही अच्छा one tap आता है उसकी तरफ से, and was able to take the operator down. एक बहुत ही अच्छा pick आता हुआ, एक trade आता हुआ, and इसी के साथ राउंड थोड़ा एक स्लो पेस पे कन्वर्ट होता हुआ. दे आर गोना मूव टुवर्ड्स द मिड section and यहाँ पे B लेने की कोशिश करेंगे. Are they gonna be able to do that? Because Panda is playing that same angle he played last time, and he was good for 2 for that spot. So Panda is spotted and is trying for that wall bags. Kill switch versus Panda. Who will get that first pick? Let's see. Lantis is gonna come back for him. Teammate. बहुत ही अच्छा आउट रोड का इस्तेमाल किया गया है. Dash करके Hyperfiction will be using his ult. Will he be able to get one? No, he was able to get the damage.
I know exactly where
Cypher,
you
but
are.
was unable to get the pick. And by that time, Respect को यहाँ पे pick off कर लिया गया है. बहुत ही अच्छा pivot दिखने मिला है. He was able
Down
to
A.
isolate Icarus, but Icarus still was able to win that fight. But kill switch आएंगे. Icarus को यहाँ पे pick off
30
करेंगे, and
seconds
it's down
left.
to a 2v3 situation. Operator यहाँ पे in hand of A star. Tag हो चुके हैं यहाँ पे Hyperfiction in a
standing.
1v3 situation, and इसी के साथ उसको यहाँ पे pick off कर लिया जाएगा. एक plant is coming down towards the back side. It's a 1v3 for Panda, and that record dart is gonna be it for it, but he is hiding below that bridge. Is he gonna be able to take any picks? Nobody's, and that is launching it. बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से isolate किया. Kill switch को वहाँ पे pick off करेंगे, but A star was able to take Die Panda out, and operator को यहाँ पे अपने हाथों में रखेंगे.
Good round. Initial few rounds and an equalizer already 3 all is what the scoreline looks like. Crucifix does have an operator to work around with, but honestly, whenever we talk about having an operator in the attacking side, somewhere down the line you do have a question. Now, will someone peek in? Will someone cross? Just come in my crosshair so that I can find at least one shot. So let's see if Crucifix is able to find anything with the operator that he has for himself. But other than that, I really wish to talk about the RTK on the as well. The next time already comes online. Crucifix. That was a good one. Rep Mag gets taken down. To start things off, a good start coming up from the sides of Crucifix. His location is already compromised though. The outdoor will definitely tag him. 2 players peeking towards the double door. Max gets taken down. Numbers are definitely falling short. There's one player right behind the pillar. One angle completely covered from Crucifix towards the mid. Lantis touchdown Hyperfiction as well, but Panda touchdown Lantis, and that's where the spike goes down. Panda finds another one, and that's going to be kill switch done for. One last remaining player, Crucifix with an operator for himself. He does not have the spike control though, so he needs to either go in for a save probably, because it's going to be difficult, right? Finding players. He does have the blade storm though. If he finds one, he can actually go further with his blade storm. Finds one, yes he does. 2 more remaining. Let's see if he's able to do anything out of the situation. A 1 versus 2. Slowly and steadily, he's right waiting outside B. Expecting someone to be towards the backstab as well though. Going inside, the dash in comes up.
30 seconds left.
Will he be able to shut him down? No knives connected. Batman shuts down Crucifix, and that's going to be another round coming up for the sides of Troopers. Slowly and steadily, the initial lead coming up from the sides of, Apex Warriors have been denied, and we already can see that the Troopers have a lead for themselves.
Yes, you're right, especially Panda holding that side. He was the solo anchor on the side of B, and he was able to hold that push. He was able to get 3 people down, and the entire attack was shut down because of that. And वहाँ पे अकेले Crucifix was left with that operator in his hand and was unable to clutch in the hand. Let's see, it's gonna be a heavy stack from coming up from the defenders, but Batman pushes up towards the B main and was able to get the first pick for his team. एक बहुत ही अच्छा पिक एंड इंपॉर्टेंट पिक अपने लिए टीम के लिए लेके जाते हुए साइफर को यहाँ पे शट डाउन किया जाएगा एंड जो रीपोजिशन की हम बात करते हैं वो यहाँ पे आते हुए द ऑपरेटर इज कमिंग टुवर्ड्स टनल. क्या यहाँ पे उनको स्पॉट करेंगे? यस यहाँ पे स्पॉट किया गया है. स्टिल वेटिंग फॉर द पीक. रिवील्ड होते हुए वहाँ पे बैक के बैटमैन के ऊपर पीक लिया बट वॉज अनेबल टू गेट द सेकंड. क्लाउड बस्टर यहाँ पे इस्तेमाल करके शॉटिंग के थ्रू खेलना चाहेंगे बट बहुत ही ज़्यादा लेट. Oh my god, the chaos! The chaos coming up. And Rappack was finally able to get the last pick for his team and will be saving that operator.
Oh my
What do you think of that round?
Come on, we don't talk about what happened with Crucifix, okay? We just don't talk about it. Both the Jets were struggling. They were legit struggling for their lives out there, using every possible thing that they had. The cloud burst, the dash, every possible thing. But oh my goodness, Batman. He tried to walk out of that situation, showing his back to his enemies. Got caught off guard. Crucifix tried to take one player down. If I'm not wrong, that was Max out there. Missed his shot, messed up the spray. My goodness, that round was just a mess. 5-3 at least. What has happened has happened. For now, it's going to be a complete save coming up from the sides of Warriors, though. We'll be going in for all Sheriff trying to take one pick. Kill switch. 2 players picking him at the same time. We'll find him nothing, but Crucifix is right present there. It's going to be nothing more than a Ringa Roses, though. Look at that. Max finds one. Might be able to shut down the second one. No, he's not. Hyperfiction finds one on Atlantis as well. Slowly and steadily. Look at that last player. Look at where Crucifix is. Little do they know. Finds one. Yes, he does. Hyperfiction needs to shut him down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, Crucifix finds another one onto Hyperfiction. A 1 versus 2 Batman does have an operator. Be a bit careful. Oh, that was risky. Once again, it's going to be a Jet versus Jet coming up. And Batman takes out the shotty to shut down Crucifix in the close range. Finds the 6th one on board.
Yes, the dash coming up. Batman will be happy that Crucifix just dashed into him with that cloud bird and he was unable to see him, but he was able to see just the legs and Crucifix was unable to see Batman, but Batman with that shot he was able to pick that kill. This was the same thing he wanted to do in tunnel, but nobody was pushing into that cloud burst and he was picked off that time. But this time he was able to pick him off, and we can see the attacker's team is going towards the side of Stack and Batman. Even though his dash was nullified, he still picked and got XG. Max को यहाँ पे pick off कर लिया गया. बहुत ही अच्छा pick Batman के द्वारा आता हुआ. जो first initial peak, and especially getting that initiator down on the side of defenders is a huge thing. जो एक फ्लैश एंड नाइफ पोटेंशियल था यहाँ पे उनका, वो यहाँ पे शट डाउन कर दिया गया है. 0 पॉइंट एंड बिना फ्लैश के यहाँ पे दे नीड टू एंटर द साइड लाइन. आउट ड्रोन का इस्तेमाल करके क्लोज एंगल्स यहाँ पे क्लियर करने की कोशिश करते हो. पांडा यहाँ पे स्पॉट जरूर हो चुके थे बट ही फॉल बैक यहाँ पे उसकी तरफ सारे मिला है. ही वांटेड टू दैट फाइट बट क्रूसिफिक्स यहाँ पे बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से उसको आइसोलेट करेंगे. किल स्विच का जो हंटर्स व्यू था वो आएगा, सपोर्ट करेगा उनकी टीम को. एक पिक भी लेके जाएगा. बैटमैन इसके साथ यहाँ पे स्पॉट हो चुके हैं एंड एक दिक्कत में आ सकते थे. ए स्टार वहाँ पे उनको लो जरूर करेंगे बट knows about Icarus, expected him, but Icarus was still able to win that fight. It's a 3v3 situation. Rep back and It's all down to them because Batman has an operator without any blade storms in a Viper's Pit situation. Let's see if he's gonna switch that weapon. He should, and yes, he does. There's gonna be three vandal kill switch.
Last player
Down
standing.
CID, rep back, pushes
Last
into the
player
Viper's Pit.
standing.
Was able to take him down, but Crucifix versus Batman. It's a 1v1 for Jet. With Jet is gonna win that, and Crucifix is playing that time for his team. He knows that and was able to win that round for his team, and will be getting the fourth kill as well. And Crucifix with a 4K clutch for his team, getting that fourth round, important round.
You know, the previous time I had a conversation with Crucifix, I remember him stating that he was playing back then in back those days with ROG Academy. Then he was a sixth player for other team as well. He has a good experience, honestly, playing onto the lands as well. He does have a great experience. A budding player is what I'd definitely call, and a great talent as well. But at the same time, I remember I asked him one question on what role does he mainly plays, because all I saw on VLR was a Sova and a Race probably, but today that I'm seeing him on the Jet, seems to be really good with whatever he's doing. Batman finds one to Max, but the trade comes up from Kill Switch, and that's going to take him down. 1-for-1 trade, but honestly a bit difficult as the flashes would be a bit of problem for the attacking side. 6-4, they do have 2 rounds of advantage for themselves, but right now there's one player left all alone towards the A. Might hamper towards the B, but Tripwire, man, Crucifix, I feel sad for you, gets taken down. It all goes down to the 3 remaining players. They do have the side control for themselves, but the locations are already compromised. They need to go in for the plant as well. Rapmak on the other side gets taken down from Kill Switch. It's gonna be okay, that's gonna be A-Star who will be going in for the plant as well. A 3 versus 2 numbers disadvantage. Yes, that's gonna happen to them a lot, but
Last
at least
player
for
standing.
now they shut down A-Star as well. One last player, Kill Switch. A 1 versus 2. Now, what more will he be able to do? The neural theft has been invested, and that's where they know where he is. Icarus will be going in for the defusal. Shockdown goes in. Half defusal done. Both of them peek together,
Defuse the
shuts him
spike.
down. And that's going to be a perfect defusal coming in.
Perfectly वहाँ पे kill switch try to get that break, वो show करना चाहते थे he's going towards that window and so he can peek off some other angle, but last moment में neutral theft जो update and it pings twice now, उसी का इस्तेमाल करके he was spotted, जो spike था वो छोड़ दिया गया था
Last
defusal से
round
and they
in the
peeked
half.
together and was able to shut him down. बहुत ही अच्छा राउंड आता हुआ at the last round before swap. 12th round यहाँ पे आएगा, देखते हैं किस तरीके से यहाँ पे टीम खेल पाएगी. What do you think यहाँ पे कौन सी टीम यहाँ पे क्या ये लीड बढ़ पाएगी? Is it gonna be a 8-4 or is it gonna be a 7-5?
Honestly, if I talk about the ult economy for now, I feel it can be an 8-4 coming up. I mean, look, the Viper's Pit is where things might change. Now, I completely understand on the other side, they do have the null command, which can actually nullify every single ability that they do have. Daystorm comes up, rep mag. Don't do that, buddy. 1-for-1 trade, yes, that's gonna be true.
I know
Have lost one
exactly
of their
where.
players. He will then get invested as well, but null command cannot be activated as Max gets taken down, and now there are high probable chances of this round going down towards an 8-4. Locations compromised already. Hyperfiction. He is the only anchor towards the side until and unless the backup comes in, the reinforcement comes in, but Icarus gets taken down. Hyperfiction from the very close proximity finds one. Yes, he is able to do that. Shuts down
B.
Mantis. What's the plan next is the question. Hyperfiction finds another one lying very low. Finally gets taken down from A-Star. Look at Gets. He's barely surviving. Still he shuts down Rep Mag. That was brutal, buddy. Hunter Fury comes online, and that's going to be A-Star with 3K. Though I said it's going to be an 8-4, I get denied. It's going to be a 7-5. A good round
Switching
from
sides.
A-Star, honestly. Got a 3K in that round to get his team to 7-5.
Yes, brilliantly played, especially A-Star and Killswitch, that duo coming up. Killswitch getting that first pick with the Guardian onto Batman was important. Shutting that aggressive duelist is always important. And obviously, Hyperfiction was trying his level best, anchoring that side of B solo. He was trying to isolate the fights. He was able to win the first fight, lowered kill switch on 3 HP, but was unable to get that back. And with that 3 HP, kill switch was able to get that back down with that. Again, a classy headshot, getting him down, and was able to, hit that Hunter's Fury and make partner move. Moving on to this round, we are going to see the attacks, the pistol round coming up from Apex Warriors. Moving towards the mid, a good
Uh-oh.
dive, a good dive, zero
Oh.
point coming up from the side of Max, but he will be picked off by Crucifix.
Spike
And
down
Crucifix
mid.
आएंगे, two picks यहाँ पे लेंगे. Hyperfiction Parta will be picked off, but जो numbers advantage था उसको यहाँ पे nullify करके equalize पे लेके आएंगे. Rap Pack will be picking him off and dismiss के साथ वहाँ पे safety पे जाएंगे. It's down to a 3v3 situation. E star यहाँ पे साइड एंकर करेंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ वाइपर. देखते हैं किस तरीके से यहाँ पे खेलेंगे, क्योंकि स्किल स्विच इज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स बी ए साइड इज क्लियरिंग द एंगल. एक तरह सीसी के साथ यहाँ पे ए स्टार को पिक ऑफ कर चुके हैं. एक बहुत ही अच्छा इंपॉर्टेंट पिक यहाँ पे अटैकर्स की तरफ से आता हुआ है. दे विल बी मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द साइड ऑफ B, but Lantis pushes on to Icarus and will be able to pick him off. They are thinking that it's gonna end up towards A, but no, they are wrong because the spike, the Rapak, जो उन्होंने यहाँ पे pick किया था, is moving towards the B and the plant
Spike
is getting down.
planted.
Oh, I really feel sad.
Yeah.
Killswitch is down to 50 of his health, and it's going to be so difficult for him to survive. Honestly, the way Crucifix got both of those shots, Sheriff shots, connected perfectly, it was really great. But now they need to play on time as well. The reveal will be going in, but little do they know that they might not just be able to find anything. One player right present inside the site, other towards the long. Shock dart might just be perfect. No, it is for now. Repmac hasn't been tagged.
Enemy
Might get
remaining.
taken down. No, he is not. Killswitch finds one perfect shot landed onto him, but the other does not connect. Repmac not just finds one, shuts down the other one as well. Gets a 3k in this round. And what a round it was. Though Crucifix did every single thing to get this round for his team, it was Repmac coming up on top, getting a 3k for his team and getting the entirety of this round. They'll be going in further and investing onto bulldogs and vandals for themselves. But my oh my, this round was really amazing.
Yes, you're right. Especially, obviously, Peck was being shut down on his defensive side, but finally, that Reina coming online on the attacking side is always a good sign for their team. We can see the Vandal half shield coming up from him. It's going to be a huge investment, but it's going to be a great investment if he is able to get any picks for his team. Obviously, if he gets lowered, he can always heal up using that devour. Let's see how is he going to push it. Batman and Rapak, both the duelists are pushing towards the side of A, and I guess they are gonna wait. B पे यहाँ पे fake होता हुआ with that outro, Batman will be breaking that camera. They will be taking those fights, but Rapak यहाँ पे low हो चुके हैं. जो cloud burst का यहाँ पे Batman ने इस्तेमाल किया था, उसका फायदा उठा के पीछे आना चाहेंगे. एक बहुत ही off angle पे यहाँ पे Landis खेलते हुए was
down,
able to
B.
pick off Hyperfiction, and इसी के साथ Icarus will be able to take that trade, and the plant will be coming down.
Planted the spike.
As the entire side of B was left alone on just one guy. It's gonna be a 4v4 retake. Kill switch will be pushing in, will be put down, but Max with that headshot और बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से इसका इस्तेमाल करते हुए will be taking off, and Batman taking those trades for his team, those important trades coming up.
Last
It's a 2v2
player
situation.
standing.
Crucifix and Max making it a 1v2. और बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके
One
से
enemy
Flash का इस्तेमाल
remaining.
किया था, but Parda holding his side, holding down that spike, was able to get Crucifix down. Max यहाँ पे confused होते हुए which angle is he gonna peek from? Time यहाँ पे खेलने की कोशिश की, but is that enough time? I guess so, and Max will be clutching that round for his team
Thrifty.
with just 0.50 seconds remaining. एक thrifty round defenders के लिए आता हुआ, एक बहुत ही important एक अच्छा round आता हुआ.
Damn, what a round there was. I mean, thrifty is what they've pulled off, and I've honestly give it to all those perfectly connected sheriff shots. All they relied on to in the previous round were the amazing sheriff shots coming up from these players, and they were able to hit it perfectly. You know, you saw Max hit a perfect shot. It was Crucifix hitting shots, and everyone were able to just get it done perfectly. Now that they have lost, and round that they invested onto, they need to go in for a save. A star, come on, that's a cipher versus a cipher, and it's going to be A star coming up on the top.
Taken
On
out.
the other side, Killswitch shuts down Batman as well.
Camera taken
Numbers
out.
disadvantage already onto the attacking side as they have 3 remaining players. Not really sure on what side they can rely on to, honestly, because in this round all they can focus is on to just finding those frags, upgrading the weapons, and maybe just farming their ults as well. Right now in the round where you can least expect, you can at least go further and find yourself the orbs and take yourself one step further to your plant as well.
Spike
Kill switch
down
good for
mid.
one. Yes, he is. Panda with the
Last
trade. Shuts
player
down kill switch.
standing.
Crucifix finds one onto Rep Mag as well. It all goes down to one last remaining player, the Viper. Now, if I talk about Panda, he's the last one to survive. Does have a sheriff for himself though. Not really sure on what more outcome can we expect from him right now, because look at his positioning. Just waiting right outside the B site. The poison cloud is gonna stop him from entering the site, but as soon as he peeks in, little does he know that he's gonna walk into the
30
crosshairs
seconds
of X
left.
Mag. Maybe, yeah, that's gonna be the case. Lantis shuts him down. 8-7. Once again, a good round coming up.
It's a brilliant round, especially after winning that force thrifty round and forcing the attackers Apex Voice into a save, and they were able to get that lead. जो यहाँ पे उनके against बनी थी to close. They are only just one round away if they win this bye round, because it's gonna be a bye round for both the teams finally, and we can see the first bye round coming up for both the sides. And back with that lineup showing up, Vice playing the role of KO. He's lining up that flash for his teammate. Realistic pick off mid, but nobody's playing towards the mid. Lantis के ऊपर यहाँ पे एक full on W push होगा, and Lantis was able to take that but down. Repek will be able to take that trade, but oh my god, Lantis with that headshot into the cloudburst was amazing.
I know exactly
Repek is
where.
playing that off angle, but उसकी yes, his man was spotted, and Crucifix will be able to get that easy pick for him, and बहुत ही बड़ी गलती वहाँ पे
Enemy
के बाद आती हुई एक 3v4 की सिचुएशन यहाँ पे बन चुकी है. अटैकर्स यहाँ पे दिक्कतों में आ चुके हैं because they are down the numbers, and Hyperfiction KHP already down the, but Icarus is trying to get
Last
that
player
numbers
standing.
equalized. Icarus and Panda making it a 1v2 for their team, in favor of their team. बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से ट्रेड आते हुए, एंड Icarus playing that off angle बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से angle hold करते हुए, and was able to spot Pacific as well, and will be playing off time. Panda and Icarus का जो टाइमिंग है वो यहाँ पे दिखता हुआ, and will he be able to take it off, and yes, Pacific यहाँ पे shut down किया जाएगा, but Icarus की gun यहाँ पे down हो जाएगी, and Panda will be able to save his weapon.
Time not being the best friends, teammate not being there, a lot of problems for Crucifix already. At the end, it's gonna him getting taken down. I think the least you could have done is maybe went in, retrieved that operator and saved him. But the problem was he did not get an opportunity to do that. As soon as he was trying to just run away out of that site, he was caught off guard from his opponents, and it all just went haywire from him. But 9-7, 2 rounds of difference yet. Talking about the ulti economy as well, the Jet does have the Blade Storm available, and it will be activated. Mid reveal comes in. Not really sure if it would be able to find anything. Repmac finds one on Crucifix. That's gotta be the Blade Storm to knife. 4 players right in front. Kill Switch finds one, but that's all he could do. Lantis good for one. Yes, he is. 1-for-1 trade coming up. Goes down to a 3v3 towards the mid. Bullets are being exchanged. But what's next is the question. The rotation is already being called off. Icarus. Holy, what was that shot? He was running his way towards the A side and somehow just finds a perfect bullet onto the skulls of his enemy towards the mid. A side is what they are looking forward to. At least for now, they have the site under their control. Viper Wall goes up. The plant will be going down. 2 versus 3. It's a bit difficult until and unless they get the numbers equalized. Shotgun goes in. A-Star finds one.
One
Yes,
enemy remaining.
Goes down to a 2v2. A-Star doubles it up. Might just be a third one. A-Star
Oh,
shining.
my God.
The brightest in the sky up there. Finds a 3k in this round. Gets it on for his team. 9-8.
An amazing round coming up from him, especially both the ciphers played this round amazingly. By the shot Icarus put onto Max was like, you don't get to shoot my guy, my teammate, and live after that, and he traded that beautifully and aced in the end. With those 3 picks, it was a 3v2 against them, and he was able to isolate all the picks and got all the 3 picks for himself, and अपनी टीम के लिए एक 8 राउंड लेके जाएंगे. एक 9-8 का स्कोर लाइन होता हुआ, जो लीड है उसको यहाँ पे बढ़ने नहीं दे रहे हैं. देखते हैं किस तरीके से यहाँ पे प्लेज आएंगे. Kill switch needs to, I guess, force, or Lantis can buy him, and it's gonna be a eco round coming up from the side of Apex Warriors. So it's a good opportunity from the side of
Yep.
Undercity Troopers to make that equalizer.
Yep, that's gonna be true. Honestly, if I talk about the buy coming up from Troopers as well, you see they've invested onto a lot, but 2 players are surviving on the half shields for themselves. So again, you never know if this might just be the last buy round that they have for themselves until and unless they are able to convert it, right? If they're able to convert it, the economy would be stable. But if at all it goes down to a thrifty from the attacking end, that's where the problem might arise, because there would be an economical crisis coming up, plus the mental breakdown will also come in. You know how it's just so unfair to get, I wouldn't say unfair, but it's just how sad to get taken down from a sheriff when you have a vandal for yourself. It's just so sad. So that might just be the case. But I really would also like to talk about the Altiki now with the Viper's Pit available. Also with that, they have the Sova's Hunter's Fury online, the Neural Theft as well, a lot to invest on too. So honestly, this they should not let this round go. They can actually let Viper play all alone on that one single site, and if at all they are pushing towards him, they can maybe invest on the Viper's Pit as well. They have the Neural Theft for a lot more information, but yeah, Neural Theft is also available on the other side.
Yes, you're right. बहुत ही अच्छा एक राउंड यहाँ पे निकाल के लेके जा सकते हैं. We can see the ultimates on the side of attackers and defenders. There's a Viper's Pet, Hunter's Fury online. It's gonna be a favor for them. Obviously, they have the gun advantage and the ultimates advantage as well. So let's see how they play and how they're supposed to play around the team, especially the attackers. Are they gonna play on a split and play slow, passive, or are they gonna push together and try to get as many people as they can?
Interesting run this is gonna be. Let's see if they are able to hit those perfect sheriff shots coming up. Mid reveal once. Oh no, wait, this wasn't a mid reveal. My bad though. A good reveal coming up towards the elbow. For now, not able to find anything. Crucifix. He's a bit greedy and aggressive towards the A side already, but Repman already found that opening for
No more
himself.
charges
Little did
left.
they expected A star to peek again from the same positioning. Repman gets taken down, but it's a 4v4. It is still doable if they are able to hit those shots again, but will they be able to is the question. Slowly and steadily making their way towards the B side. Crucifix finds one onto Icarus. The numbers have fallen down and the Neural Theft comes into the play as well. So now they have a lot of information to work around with. They will be trying to go and maybe contest the B side. A star!
Round B.
Not just one, not just two, but a 3K for A star already. Might just be the fourth one. Yes, it is. One kill away from his ace. Does not matter. Finds a 4K. Gets the round for his team. A star shining the most. I mean, you see a lot of stars in the sky, but there's just that one star that shines the most. And at least for now, I would say that's A star for me.
Yes, he is playing obviously good, especially being that sentinel, supporting his team, holding down that side, anchoring it, and playing with that contact, using his trim for his benefits, and Max with his lineup of flash is gonna play for his team. इसी के साथ यूज किया जाएगा 0 पॉइंट का. इनको यहाँ पे लेने की कोशिश. लैंटिस यहाँ पे स्पॉट हो चुके हैं. रेड का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा. बॉली का यहाँ पे भी इस्तेमाल कर कि वाइपर्स बॉली एंड फ्रैगमेंट का इस्तेमाल करके यहाँ पे टीम को यहाँ पे पुश बैक करने की कोशिश की गई है. बट आप देख सकते हो बैटमैन इज स्टिल होल्डिंग दैट एंगल. ही नोज लैंटिस इज प्लेइंग ऑफ दैट एंगल. ही इज वेटिंग. ही इज नॉट गोइंग इन बिकॉज देयर कुड बी एन ऑपरेटर एंड दैट इज व्हाट waiting for him at the moment. Will he be able to get Lantis off because his team is switching to different sides? But no, Batman P and Crucifix was unable to take him down. He will miss his shot and he will be falling back. He knows that the operator is on C on the side of A, but we can see the attackers are coming towards the A. जो यहाँ पे 0 point का इस्तेमाल किया था. No info यहाँ पे उस तरह से मिलती हुई. And Rapak will be selling that fake. And जो operator है उनको यहाँ पे move back करने पे force करेंगे. And we can see it's just the KO. It's just back on the side of A. And we can see Lantis playing towards that side of A as well. But on the PS, पीछे से यहाँ पे खेलते हुए Panda was able to get that down, and Batman इसी के साथ push करेंगे will be able to take Lantis down. And दोनों साइड से करेक्ट होती है. Was able to get a collide. Batman and Panda was taken down with the same Hunter's Fury, and it's down to a 2v3 situation. But Rampack was able to get that peg for his team, and Icarus, speaking of that contact, was able to get that peg. And एक amazing round अपनी टीम के लिए लेके जाते हुए 10-9 के स्कोर लाइन यहाँ पे बनाते हुए. And both the teams are playing so good. जो fakes यहाँ पे sell किए थे वो forced out Crucifix to move back with that operator, and Max was caught off guard solo into the side.
I honestly love the way the Hunter's Fury was invested from the sides of Kill Switch, and the way he was able to find two onto that Hunter's Fury. but it just did not work in the way he wanted to. At least for now, I do see Crucifix having an operator, A star going in for a sheriff, 3 vandals already invested. So that's a bit difficult investment. Crucifix, though. The shot was perfect. What honestly got on my nerves was the fact that he dashed right and straight off his enemies rather than dashing back. But okay, alright. He is safe, is what matters at this point of time, at least for him and his team. A star being a bit greedy though. Already made his way way too close to his enemies. There's one player right present behind, needs to be a bit careful. Oh, that's gonna be so difficult. A star is able to find 2.
Where is everyone
The neural theft
hiding?
comes into the play, and now he's gonna have a lot more of information. He knows there's one player
One
close to the
enemy
window as well.
remaining.
Finds another one. A star, as always, finds another 3K for his team and gets the round. But I'm still not able to get over the fact on how Crucifix just dashed right towards his enemies rather than dashing behind. Right, the
And
cloud
he was
burst.
still alive after that.
Yeah, exactly. The cloud burst definitely helped him, but my goodness, that was so risky.
Yes, and finally, Asa finishing off that round with a 3K. It was amazing. Yeah, to isolate and lurk behind the opponents and was able to get 2 people inside his side. And with that air attempt, was able to spot Icarus as well and was able to get him down. And Crucifix is gonna move towards the elbow with that operator trip. He just saw the trip coming online. बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से Asa and Skill Switch will be holding down that side. It's playing inside that cage. Will pop out, but Hyperfiction will be able to take 2. Icarus आएंगे, Crucifix को यहाँ पे शट डाउन किया जाएगा एंड जो नंबर्स एडवांटेज यहाँ पे बनाया था किल स्विच एंड ए स्टार ने उसको यहाँ पे नलिफाई करके अपने एडवांटेज में लेके जाएंगे. Icarus एंड हाइपरफिक्शन का ये डुओ बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से खेलता हुआ, बट लैंटिस की तरफ से ये जो बैक स्टैब आता हुआ, he does not know. Icarus,
Last player standing.
yes, he was able to hear that sound and will be able to pick him off, and Hyperfiction will be finishing that third peak for his team. 5 kills, दोनों बंदे यहाँ पे आपस में बांटते हुए, Hyperfiction taking those 3 and Icarus supporting with him with those 2
Here.
frags.
Here.
Good rounds back and forth. Did I just see a small disconnection coming up? No, man. That's gotta be A star. Come on. Hi, it's all fine for now. Good rounds happening back and forth from both of these ends. But I'm still concerned on what exactly it is gonna look like at the end of this match itself, right? Because now you see Max does have his null command online, but if I talk about the entirety of first half itself, I did see Max investing onto his null command least once, and he was taken down instantly, if I'm not wrong, towards the cipher trips. He got caught off guard, he was taken down, and that null command could not give the outcome him and his team expected. So this time over that he has his null command online, he can actually nullify the entire push coming up from the attacking side. So this got to be very interesting to see if he does invest onto it. On the other side, the Rena does have the Empress online, and that's got to be Rep Mag himself. So again, you know how difficult it is to stop Rena on
That
the
goes
Empress.
there.
So need to be a
This
bit
is a nice
careful
spot.
again. But look at the setup from A star again.
Yes, this should
He
go.
has placed both of the trips right behind each other into a parallel line with one cage placed right in the center. So this is interesting. Let's see if someone falls for this trap.
Yes, it was the same setup he played last time, and it gave him success. He was able to get 2 for himself, and Kill Switch was able to get the third using those traps. And let's see if that's the same thing, which is gonna work again for the second time in a row. And we can see the outro coming up. A-Star will be spotted, but he was still able to get one, and push was back over, but he's still alive. I don't know how, but Hyperfiction shutting him off and will be able to get that trade for his team. Hyperfiction will be getting that
Spike planted.
spike plant as well. It's a level 10 scoreline. It's a 4v4 situation for both the sides. Let's see. And because as the utility info, that there's 2 people backstabbing, and he's playing off that cage. Will he be able to get one? No, he tried to swing off and try to get the people, but was unable to do that.
One
Receiving
enemy
effects,
remaining.
taking those fights. Lantis was able to take one, but Sandman was able to just get one, and Max will be getting that diffuse down. एक बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से आप खेलते हुए he used his null command and was able to shut down those utility and enter to the site.
Null command was perfect. So was the case with the knife as well. The knife did spot one, then the null command was activated, and it just helped them so much getting the retake done properly. Just worked wonders and magics for them the way they wanted to perfectly. But I even want to look at the economy at all for the sides of the attacking side. I would say honestly, Jed, I mean, that's going to be Batman who does not have his ultimate online, and he's nowhere close to his ultimate 2 to 8. It's going to be very difficult. Icarus, Hyperfiction, and Repmag, they do have their ultimates online. It's just going to be 4 sheriffs and 1 guardian to work around with. So, again, a perfect shock dart coming up. Yes, it is going to be not going to hit anyone though, but the positioning was perfect. He did expect someone to have a hit onto it though, early on shock darts, but for now, it's going to be a slow start. One player towards the A main, two towards the mid doors, two towards the elbow, already pushing tunnels maybe. Slowly and steadily, let's see if they are able to find anything. Lantis tries to take the owl drone down. For now, Hyperfiction might just walk in his crosshair.
Oh,
Lantis, my goodness, that was a perfect shot. Rep actions down, kill switch. They've already pushed so deep inside to the defending spawn. Look at the positioning coming up from the Rena and the Jet. They've already pushed their way through the defending spawn itself and are making their way inside the B side through the CT. Now this is going to be very difficult to have a look on to. Good for one
Spike
A-star, yes
down,
he
B.
is, but Hyperfiction with a perfect trade gets him into a lot more problem. The positioning were really perfect and the numbers disadvantage might just be a big problem, and I feel they've already retrieved the weapons as well. Yep, they've retrieved 2 vandals for themselves, so it's got to be so difficult for them here on. The way it's just panning out, the spike is planted. It's all down to the post plant situation. They know where Icarus is. One player might just check him. Both of them are pushing towards him. It's gonna be a close counter fight coming up though. Icarus trying his level best to shut one player down. Max finds one. That's gonna be Crucifix who finds one onto Rep Mac as well. 2v2. Another equalizer. Flash goes in. Hyperfiction towards the
Last
mid.
player
Might just be
standing.
very difficult. Batman peeks out. Hyperfiction finds the last nail out of the coffin, and it's going to be the 12th one for the attackers.
yeah,
Match
important
point.
round coming out, especially that discipline they knew is a important round. They did not go to help because they knew he only had a deagle. He just need to buy time for his team. Max, and we can see Max and Crucifix ganging upon him from A mid, from B mid, and the window. They pushed up and was able to take him down, but nobody came to help him because it could have been a desperate move to they could have lost the round if able to save him, but they stayed their ground. They had good position inside the site and holded them off, and Batman and Hyperfiction was able to play off that trade and get those picks for their team. Let's moving on to the last round. It's gonna be a 12-11
Take flight.
scoreline, or it's gonna be a 12-12 draw, or it's gonna be a 13-11 victory. For the side, एक बहुत ही अच्छा आउट रो Lattice वहाँ पे spot किया है, but Lattice was still able to take Batman down with that bucky in his hand. यहाँ पे ego मारे तो force थे, and still they were able to get those picks. But Hyperfiction with his prediction was so good. Takes Lattice down and was able to get some damage as well. देखते हैं किस तरीके से यहाँ पे पुश ऑन करना चाहेंगे. ए स्टार को यहाँ पे आइसोलेट कर सकते हैं. ए स्टार यहाँ पे अपनी पोजीशन नहीं बैठे by using that trip fire, but was still able to get that pick and back cover आता हुआ है. Like one pick off करेगा. Hyperfiction getting trapped in that tripwire was still able to win that fight for himself and will be taking those fight. एक fake plant आता हुआ from the side of Panda and यहाँ पे push करने की कोशिश करते हुए जैसे यहाँ पे drone की sound आई है, he tried to push in but Killswitch was able to win that round for his team and एक 12-12 के score line के साथ एक बहुत ही अच्छा finish यहाँ पे लेके जाएगी. Undercity
death.
Troopers will be happy with that score line. एक 12-12 के बाद ही score draw आता हुआ.
Oh, what an amazing match this was. 12 to 12. I mean, the way it has panned out for both of these teams. Honestly, there were few players to look out for, and I honestly did see A-Star pick, just going on fire, I would say. He was just really amazing with the way he was performing, with the way he was able to get those kills. And look at him. He's having 3 first bloods with an ACS of 268 and 22 kills, to be precise. He has been amazing. Alongside that, I would even love to talk about Killswitch, the way he has played the initiator role, the way Crucifix was on that duelist. Every single player was actually looking good. But again, it all just goes down to an equalizing fight, right? We just went down to a 12-12 score and no one expected that.
Yes, you're right. The way the game started, it was so dominating from the start.
Yep.
But yeah, the teams putting up their work as soon as the rounds are moving in, they gave their all, and it was a close match coming up, and it you can see a 12-12 score. Obviously, it was a close match. Both teams giving their best and ending up in a close fight.
Yeah, true. Now that you guys are thinking on what matches we are having, this is the set two of matches, ladies and gentlemen, that we are witnessing, and these players are just making it so intense already. I mean, look at the scoreboard. I would, I know you guys do not have the scoreboard on your screen right now, but I would once again like to go through the scoreboard. I can see Batman having a rating of 2186. First Bloods is what he has, and that's gonna be the highest of all in this entire 10 man. Alongside that, as I said, there were few players to look out for. Onto the initiator road, we had Kill Switch. Onto that Cypher, we had A Star. We also had Rusifix, who was really good with few of the kills that he had, but somewhere down the line, we did see him messing it up here and there, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, obviously some games. But let's see the next map, which is gonna be of even how the players will be playing of that, and let's see what Apex Warriors squad brings up a new. Because for the last 4 to 5 maps, I have been seeing them with a different comp.
Yeah, honestly, talking about the comp for the map of Haven, I feel it's more like the breach, maybe the SOA coming up with the duelist itself. But we'll discuss more about it later on. Let's just quickly head towards this quick short break, and we will see you guys on the other side. Until then, stay tuned.
So yeah, guys.
Y'all sit back and watch me speak. About to take over your screen. Talking bulls in 93. Talking mom, I'm on TV. Y'all know all I do is me. All I do is me. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and all I know, my money green. About to snap and make a scene. My cup off and make this free. My cup off and make them scream. Go pop off for TMZ. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Money long, nothing on credit. I got style, don't catch no feelings. All this bread ain't got no lettuce. I got style, don't catch no feelings. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look, look. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look, look. Look, look. Look, look. Look, look. Watch me. Sit back and watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again. We promised you a quick short break and we keep our promise, right? We are back again with a short break, and now it's time to dive into the map of Haven and look on what varieties these players have to showcase us. Bringing you back to this is me, Darshita. Alongside me, you can see Valkan. So, hey, Valkan, what did you have in the break? Can you?
Nothing but just some waters,
That's
because
it?
I have, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
feeling a bit low under the weather, so yeah, uh, just having some water. And the way these players are playing, obviously we need water after saying that much. The way they have been playing is so good. The performance they have put up in front of us is amazing, especially the last game A star, जो performance उन्होंने दिखाई थी वहाँ पे on the map of Greece, it was amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be true. A Star was the one shining the most in the map of Breeze itself. The way he was playing those Cypher with his setup, also with the aggression that he was showing. Somewhere down the line, I did feel that he was a bit greedy. At some point of time, it just felt like that he got a bit greedy though. But along again, the way he's been performing is phenomenal. But right now, what I'm focusing on is to look at more players who could shine more, right? Talking
Yes.
about the map of Haven itself, we did talk about the Asian connection. We might just see a breeze. a breach coming up alongside the KJ, Omen, Cypher, Jet. These are the most common agent that we see in this map itself. But I'm waiting to see if someone can go in maybe for a Yoru, because in this map of Haven, where that you have long proximities to play around with, a Yoru can be the best possible pick.
So let's see, like we have been seeing the team of Apex Warrior going for that different picks, and this time they are gonna go with the default comp. We are gonna see the exact same comp coming up for both the sets, because Haven and East are one of those two, you know, beta maps who has been still there from the start without any changes. So switching off that any meta is not worth that. So let's see, just like especially we saw Hyperfiction and Max playing the map of Haven respectively, एक दूसरे के against नहीं थे, but both of them played the role of breach, and all both of them hit 30 frags in that map for themselves.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. But at least for now, we do not see any Euro coming up.
Select
More or
your
less,
agent.
it is going to be a mirror composition from both of these ends: Breach, KJ, Sova, Jet, and the Omen. So it is a single duelist that they are relying on to. But you know what? When you do not have your duelist with you, you can actually rely onto the Breach as well. Known to be as a pseudo duelist, Breach can actually do wonders in this match. So I'm looking forward to what these players have planned, especially Max playing on the beach, and on the other side we have Hyperfiction with the breach for himself. Yes, the flashes are perfect, but alongside that, the stun, the aftershock, there can be a lot of mix match abilities that they can play around with, or maybe go in for some combinations as well. I do expect a lot from all of these players in this map of Haven especially, but let's see if they are able to deliver it to us. For now, three different sides. I honestly love the map of Haven. I mean, this is the most loved map, at least from my end.
Yes, I also like it, but if it's I playing it 5 stack or with my friends solo, I hate it, because playing this map with randoms, especially 3 sides, it's a
Oh
chaos.
no,
Yeah,
no, no! It is not. It is
it's a
not. Trust
chaos.
me. I've found so good friends, so random good players in this map of Haven, especially that I've started to love it more. I mean, I don't know what experience you had, honestly, but it's okay. Let's just focus more on the match,
Yeah.
because we are about to start the pistol round. Good switch coming up though. The KJ set up to A and the B, completely having an eye onto both of the sides. B and C, my bad though. Towards the A
Oh,
side, it's
that
going to be one
setup.
player. Rep Mac finds one on Crucifix, and that's going to be the initial frag. With a trade, it's going to be A star. But Hyperfiction, he's being a bit greedy towards the B window already. Finds one player towards the rotation, cuts him off guard, but is not able to shut him down. It's going to be a full-fledged A attempt coming up, and they have already got the side for themselves, Valkyrie.
Yes, you're right. Especially getting those 2 picks, both the team losing their jet is gonna be situation to watch. Especially retaking, they don't have their jet. With that cloud burst and dash coming up, so it's gonna be a hard retake for his team. But the entire team with all the utility, Breeze, Omen, and Sova are still surviving right now. एक बहुत ही अच्छा alarm bot इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा to spot him, but last moment में वो रैप में इस तरह वहाँ पे अपनी पोजीशन टेक लेके Hyperfiction पर ट्रेड जरूर ले लेंगे. It's down to a 1v2. क्या Hyperfiction and उनके pickers यहाँ पे वो टीम निकाल के फाइट लेके आगे लेके जा पाएंगे? Oh my God, Icarus! What the hell was that? He came out of the smoke, threw that spam, and was able to take both of them down. Oh my God.
No, no, no. Kill switch. The way he just switched his aim from one player to other got the entirety of the team an important round. I mean, they least expected to clutch out a 1v2, and both of the players were aiming towards that one last player. And there was Kill Switch himself. He got a 3k, and he got that entire round for his team. It's going to be the, efforts from A-Star and Kill Switch both. Got 3 and 2 for themselves respectively. And they pulled this round for the team. Investments have been made. We do see a lot of weapons, 2 Vandals, honestly, and Max just found the opening as well. Shuts down Batman, finds an upgrade under the Sheriff. That's going to be Hyperfiction on the other side. The KJ turrets knows that there's going to be a backstab incoming as well. Rep Max is going to be so difficult to survive out of that situation where 2 players were trying to peek him. Panda tries to go behind, run out of that situation. Smoke is perfect, so is the case with Paranoia. Runs for his life, tries the best possible thing he could to save himself, but the util dump is just so strong. 2 remaining players. That might be
player
perfect.
standing.
Finds one. Trade comes up. That's going to be Lantis who shuts him down.
Scanning
One
ahead.
player down. Might find another one. No, Lantis for the 3k. A good round, I would say, and they'll probably play on a full-fledged bonus. Look at them having Vandals and Bulldogs for themselves. So it's going to be a good bonus for them.
Yeah, obviously, especially on the map of Haven, when you have some close entries that Stinger or that Omen, Lantis is a good pick as well. That A shot Kabi, the side of B and Garage are some viable options for that Stinger to push in with. Let's see how the team plays. एक बहुत ही अच्छा start यहाँ पे निकाला. Obviously, the picks coming up, and we can see the attackers playing towards the A side this time. Sova and KJ will be holding that mid push if there's one, but we can see Batman pushing towards the A main once again. Will he be able to get one? क्योंकि एक पेट आता हुआ उनके टीममेट की तरफ से, but they know this time that Crucifix has been pushed down towards the shot, and he is moving back. Batman versus Crucifix. Who is going to win that? Crucifix will be brought down. Batman had that angle advantage and was able to take him down. First pick अपने टीम के लिए लेके जाएंगे, especially on a bonus round. आपके Vandal वाले बंदे को यहाँ पे pick off कर लिया गया. वो एक दिक्कत वाली situation हो सकती है, but Panda and his utility on point as soon as he heard us. वहाँ पे shots आए. He used the paranoia, but Killswitch just pushing in with the Bulldog in his hand, was able to take both the side angles together.
Uh-oh.
And that fault line coming up was a great help. Pushed the players back, but it's gonna be a 3v3 situation with the girls' advantage. They're gonna fight. Yes, Hypervision
player
was able to get
standing.
that trade, but XG Max was able to get two with the shell. बहुत अच्छा
enemy
पिक आता
remaining.
हुआ, but Hyperfiction getting his counterpart down is down to a 1v2 situation. He's clearing close angles. He has that aftershock. अगर close कभी पे clear करते, no, he tries that for that garage, but he did not know he was locked पे है. But now he knows he will be going for the stick, but unable to do so. यहाँ पे peak लिया जाएगा. 1v1 का situation है. Hyperfiction was able to win that fight, but the time runs out. बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से वहाँ पे kill switch ने खेला, but unfortunately Hyperfiction will be running out of time. And एक बहुत ही प्यारा राउंड अटैकर्स अंडर सिटी ट्रूपर्स के लिए जाता हुआ.
I love the way Hyperfiction honestly played in that round. He baited out his flash first towards the cubby when he knew that the player was right present towards the cubby. Went in for the half defusal. Second time over, Killswitch was running low. But you know what advantage Killswitch had? It was the time. Time was definitely the best friend of Killswitch out there, which helped him a lot gain this round. Even for the fact that the half defusal was done for, Hyperfiction could not get the full defusal done, and that's where the tables just turned. It was the third round for them, and a full buy denied the defensive half, which means that this round over, it's going to be all sheriffs that they rely on to. But Icarus shuts down Group, which finds another one. My goodness, Icarus is
enemy
unstoppable. Aftershock from Hyperfiction shuts down Killswitch. What in the world is this round turning out to be? Batman is right present. The Lant is good for one. Yes, he is. Already inside. Icarus with a 4K. Holy, my goodness, Icarus.
Literally a holy moly round. The way Icarus played, the utility, the combo of both the initiators and duelists playing towards that A main, Batman going towards that brick, and Hyperfiction using that plan. Icarus with his sheriff and his crispy aim was able to get 4 for himself and that round for his team. The first round for his team, they are finally on the scoreboard.
My goodness, that round was amazing. I mean, what also got on my nerves was for a fact that Hyperfiction got one kill with his util. The breach util, he got that one frag. Rep Mac right present towards the garage. It's gonna be one shock that. Icarus once again with the Hunter's Fury finds one onto XG Max though, and that's gonna be the numbers disadvantage already. He had the Rolling Thunder online, but did not be of any help as he gets taken down. A-Star good for one. Yes, he is. Shuts down Batman on the other side. It's gonna go down to a 4v4 at least for now. Who's gonna have an advantage? Because look at the defensive side. They do have the Rolling Thunder to invest onto, so that might just be a big problem. But will that be the case is the question. Repmax slowly and steadily trying to push outside. The flash is perfect.
Can't use
Oh,
that
but they
yet.
know that there are players around. Icarus is holding a very close quarter angle towards the shot himself. No, they find one. He does A-Star. He was aware. He was very aware that Icarus might just be around the corners. Checks him, shuts him down. The way, A-Star just came and jumping
Spike
and
planted.
excited. I just felt he could not check the corner, but he did. The spike is planted and now it's brought down to the post-plant situation. 1-for-1 trade. A-Star good for 1. A 3k before he gets taken down. A-Star has done more than what he should have for his team, and now it's the team duty to get this down for themselves. Tag is perfect. They know where Rep Mag is. Both of the players are already well. The T comes in. Crucifix finds one. Lanta shuts down another one. And that's going to be 1-4. Towards the attacking, it seems to be so good.
Especially, Haven is considered attacking man, especially having those three attacking sides. You can go and make them weak because of that three
Right here.
big sides. You can keep the defenders on those, keep them guessing where the attackers are gonna push on to, and will be ending that spike plant. Let's see, they are gonna play slow this time, and by the pings we can see they are gonna be trying for a mid execute this time, and
Standing
because
ahead.
they know the team of defenders does not have good enough economy. We can see Hyper pushing down short. Repmac was able to take back down, but Crucifix with his teammate was able to take that trade instantly, and it's down to a 4 situation. Hyper gets spotted. Oh my god, kill switch with that single peek and one tap was able to take Hyperfiction down. एक बहुत ही प्यारा pick उनकी तरफ से आता हुआ. Batman will fall back and will be going back to his teammates towards the side of C. देखते किस तरीके से यहाँ पे वो खेल पाएंगे because the spike is towards outside the garage and दो players यहाँ पे garage के अंदर walk in करने की कोशिश करते हुए Crucifix and Owen जो उनके साथ यहाँ पे खेलते हुए उसने की कोशिश करते हुए Lantis and Crucifix, but he can be out of guard. Smoke डालते वहाँ पे पकड़ा जा सकता था, and yes, Panda was able to take
Spike
it down.
down,
But kill
C.
switch यहाँ पे Panda को down
I got
किया.
the spike.
Nicholas was able to get that trade.
You
It's a
should
2v2
run.
situation, and both the players can get that weapon
Spike
retrieve,
planted.
but attackers enjoy lockdown. Has been twisted. Will they be able to take that fight? तो वो यहाँ पे fall back करने की कोशिश करते हुए, yes, lockdown से यहाँ पे जरूर बच जाएंगे, and dash का इस्तेमाल करके back पे भी वहाँ पे survive करते हुए. It's a 2v2 situation. Nicholas is down to 30 HP. Molly का इस्तेमाल करते हुए, Nano Storm का इस्तेमाल करके यहाँ पे उनको push back किया है CT की तरफ से, but Crucifix got put down with that crispy headshot coming up from the side of the crest. दोनों बंदे यहाँ पे low HP पे, एक अच्छी Molly, and they can be brought down. Will A-Star be able to pick him off? No! Surviving on 1 HP, A-Star was able to get the trade of Batman and अपनी टीम के लिए एक second round लेके जाएंगे. Icarus is playing way too good this game. जिस तरीके से उन्होंने वो शेरिफ का राउंड निकाला था, दिस राउंड बहुत ही प्यारी तरीके से खेलते हुए.
A good round, 2-4. Slowly and steadily, they are stepping up. They are finally getting the rounds that they needed the most. 2-4 is what the overall scoreline looks like. Even if I talk about the alt economy, Rolling Thunder alongside From the Shadows to Hunter's Fury, they do have a good amount of ultimates for themselves. But on the other side, look at the Rolling Thunder and the Blades from so. It's going to be very, very crucial. And also, if I talk about Crucifix, right, he does have the Blade Storm online very great. The reveal goes in, but Crucifix, oh my goodness. Even before the reveal could reach the perfect position, Crucifix is able to shut down 2 players. They've got the seaside completely open for business, and there's no one who could stop him. They know there's one player inside the smoke towards the garage, and it's going to be so difficult. Panda, he's right present there. There's one player towards the close proximity. Oh no. Star missing those shots, gets taken down, but kill switch finds a perfect trade.
Last
Icarus good for
player
2. Yes, he is.
standing.
Goes down to a 1 versus 2 though. Not really sure on how it all just went haywire for them. Lantis shuts down Icarus as well. 1 versus 2, Rep Mag. Last one left to survive though. Towards the KJ jump peaks.
One enemy
In
remaining.
finds one. Oh, that's gonna be a
Don't
good.
interrupt my work. My ultimate is
Rolling
ready.
Thunder gets invested. Needs to survive to the close quarter. Comes further. Max needs to be very precise, but Rep Mag, though he was caught off guard from the Rolling Thunder, he somehow manages to shut down the last surviving player and clutch it out for his team. Something no one thought about. And it's gonna be a 3-4 Rep Mag onto the top this time. It was an amazing play, honestly, but my goodness, it was so close.
Yes, you're right. Especially after that, we saw अगर वहाँ पे जो Max से थोड़ा patiently खेलते, he lost his discipline in the last. He went in for that kill, and which costed his team that round. We can see अगर वहाँ पे वो Rolling Thunder खत्म होने के बाद, if he had just jiggle peeked and played for time, maybe the score line would have been different.
out of my
But
way.
Rapak played that round beautifully in favor for himself. we can see a big push coming up. Batman with that operator is gonna fight Crucifix, but A-Star with that wall back was able to get that operator down, and it's gonna be in the hand of Crucifix right now. A-Star getting grab back down as well. बहुत ही अच्छे पिक्स आते हुए and अपनी टीम को यहाँ पे फेवरेबल लाते हुए दो डिफेंडर्स पे यहाँ ऑलरेडी डाउन कर दिया गया है. Undefeated Troopers are playing basically this round. And hyperfiction की तरफ से आफ्टर शॉट का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, बट प्लांट यहाँ पे स्टिल आता हुआ रोलिंग थंडर का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा. ड्रिफ्ट यहाँ पे करते हुए बट मैच को यहाँ पे उड़ा दिया गया है. बट क्रूसिफिक्स विद दैट
One enemy remaining.
operator was able to get the first pick, and finally a flawless round आता हुआ. Crucifix was able to get finally one with his ultimate place from as well, and a flawless round आता हुआ, especially a half by forced round यहाँ पे टीम ने निकाला है. Important round अपनी टीम के लिए निकालते हुए.
After losing 2 consecutive rounds, they finally found one for themselves. But look at Icarus, man. Come on. He's on 13 kills, and I haven't seen Batman down to 1 kill. I mean, honestly, the way he performed in the previous match, seeing him down to 1 and Panda on 2 is something I really did not expect, honestly. I mean, Icarus seems to be, I don't know if that's something I should say, but seems to be smoking right now. 13 kills, and the way he's been hitting those shots, man, oh man. Batman, a bit aggressive, tries to find one, is able to do that, gets taken down instantly. That's a perfect trade coming up from Max. Rep Mac finds one onto Max as well. Slowly and steadily, trades are perfect. Crucifix with the operator shuts down Rep Mac. There's going to be a 1-for-1 trade for both of the frags out there. Hunter's Fury is online. The shadows will be invested onto Crucifix, finds one onto Hyperfiction. Numbers have been brought back towards the team, and the spike is also being planted towards the seaside. Now it's going to be very difficult for them to fight this spot because the attackers know what the positioning is. They know that both of the players might just come backstab, and Lantis is right ready. But look at the positioning coming up from rest 2 players. Look at where they have placed themselves. So it can be a bit difficult, but doable at the same time. Both of the players towards the log, one towards the cubby itself. They have all the information that they wanted. Crucifix tries to go in for one shot. No way, Panda hit that. Paranoia was right in his space. Crucifix finds one onto Panda. One last remaining player, 1 versus 2.
Last player
Tries to deny
standing.
the operator, is able to do so. Operator won't be retrieved, but they would be getting the round for themselves. It's gonna be one last player surviving. A-Star. Icarus gets taken down, 6-1 on both.
Amazing round coming up, and especially the attackers were playing amazingly. They were able to get those picks. वहाँ पे अपने बंदों को खोया, but the trade coming up on point. जैसे ही वहाँ पे उनका एक man down होता है, the trade is on point, and they are not playing in that numbers disadvantage. We can see that they are playing in a combo and will be able to keep that numbers together. That's why we can see them leading into a 6-3 half. Let's see which half this half ends. Okay, the operator is brought back online. Crucifix on that attack is still gonna invest on that operator in his hand, and he's gonna hold that side of A. Is he gonna be able to take that first pick for his team, or is it gonna be the team who's gonna push for him this time? It's gonna be a slow round. We can see the entire of defense, they are playing behind their lines, and the attackers are completely towards the mid, and Crucifix is holding that A peak. केजे बॉली नैनो स्वॉर्म का इस्तेमाल यहाँ पे किया जाएगा टू गेट दैट अलार्म बॉट, बट एक बहुत ही अच्छी सेफ जगह पे अपने अलार्म बॉट का इस्तेमाल करते हुए दे आर पिवटिंग टुवर्ड्स द ए साइड जो यहाँ कंप्लीटली एम्प्टी है, एंड आई गेस व्हाई ए साइड इज कंप्लीटली एम्प्टी बिकॉज़ रैपबैक हैज lockdown ready. The Killjoy lockdown is ready right now, and they are playing out that, and Rappack was able to get that lurk out. A-Star को वहाँ पे pick off कर लिया गया है, and इसी के साथ यहाँ पे entire A side जो यहाँ पे गिवन थी वो यहाँ पे जरूर ले लेंगे अटैकर. Undercity Troopers यहाँ पे आज की जैसे यहाँ पे प्लांट डाउन होगा, the defender lockdown is online, and इसी के साथ जो यहाँ पे खेलते हुए the utility combo is coming up, but Hunter from the side of attackers is coming up, will be able to get that lockdown down. Batman यहाँ पे back to zone pick करेंगे, but Lantis and then operator दोनों मिलके यहाँ पे 2 picks अपनी टीम के लिए लेके जाएंगे. एक 3v3 की सिचुएशन यहाँ पे बन चुकी है. एक diffuse बहुत ही अच्छी spot पे है. They are able to play on that spam. Icarus was able to get Lantis down, but kill switch एक बहुत ही अच्छा ट्रेड लेके अपनी टीम के लिए hyperfiction, and Icarus यहाँ पे खेलते हुए it's a 1v2 situation kill switch के लिए, but Icarus just pushes in and gets that headshot for his team, and 4th round यहाँ पे आता हुआ defenders के लिए. Apex Warriors will be happy with that round.
Icarus is unstoppable. You just cannot stop him. He is baiting out his team's util perfectly. You saw the breach flash came in, he went further, he found the first frag. Secondly, when the reveal came in, Hyperfiction made sure that he did not get reveal, and his teammate as well. They found the second frag, that was Icarus once again, and going down to the third one, Icarus came up on the top. He did mess up the spray at least for once, I remember, but it does not matter at the end of the day. He found a perfect 3k that he needed the most, and look where it has got his team. He is on the top of the charts with 17 kills for himself. Though he's onto that initiator role, he is looking so good. Batman right present with the operator, which is the first shot. Oh, this might be a pick up. The dash and comes up. He's trying to up drop, do everything possible to save himself out of that situation, and is able to do that. He is revealed, but does not matter. He has got one frag and he's safely back towards his team. What the hell is happening here? Towards the A side, they did try to be a bit more aggressive, but at the end, it was an important frag that he got for themselves. The outrun towards the shot would probably find some information in the bag, but the switch, he's revealed. Just to be a bit careful, Shock Dart comes in, tries to jump over the Shock Dart. Man, oh man. Kills is being brought down. Gets taken down from Icarus. Repmac finds one onto Crucifix as well. Slowly and steadily, it goes down to two remaining players. Lantis for 3 as he is Batman. Shuts down Lantis as well. One last remaining player. 1 versus 3 is what the situation looks like.
Yes, Max is moving towards the side of A. E long की तरफ से यहाँ पे साइड के अंदर घुसने की कोशिश करेंगे. He has that flash in his hand. Flash points उनके पास यहाँ पे 2 available है.
30
He
seconds
can
left.
use those and take those fights. अगर यहाँ पे first pick निकालते हैं जो कि सिर्फ बैटमैन का हो सकता है, but no, Max coming up supporting his teammate and will be able to take Max down. And oh my god, the Batman,
Last round before the switch.
missed the first shot. He still had that guts to go for that second peek in front of everybody, and he was able to get A star down. Dash back, and because वहाँ पे इतना late उन्होंने shot लिया था, Crucifix was just hunting behind him. उनको pick off करने की कोशिश की थी. He used everything in his book, updraft, dash, cloud burst, but he could have still been picked अगर वो hyperfiction वहाँ नहीं होते. जो flash hyperfiction है वहाँ यूज किया था, उसके वजह से यहाँ पे उनके ओपोनेंट्स को यहाँ पे फॉल बैक करना पड़ा. Because of that, Batman survived that fiction.
For now, towards the seaside is where I do see 2 players. This time over, it's a split.
Get
Though
out of my
honestly,
way.
I can see A star towards the window, a split towards C as well. But they decided to regroup, maybe make their way towards garage. But little do they know what they are walking in. They need to be very careful. Slowly and steadily, they're still holding back. They're positioning. Panda, right present there, Hyperfiction finds the opening for his team. That's going to be kill switch done for. And now they can just wait back. I mean, they have the numbers for themselves, so they can play it very safe. Icarus will be going in for his ultimate as well. The Hunter's Fury comes online. For now, he's not able to even tag anyone, so finds nothing onto his Hunter's Fury, but Crucifix. Oh my goodness, not just one but 2 is what he can work.
Last
Finally,
player
Panda finds
standing.
1, 2, 3.
Spike down.
3k
C.
for Panda. Touchdown Crucifix as well. One last remaining player, Max. What more will he be able to do is the question. Nothing is the answer. Goes down to a 6-all scoreline. Ladies and gentlemen, we started off with a 3-0
Switching
and we
sides.
go down to a 6-all scoreline. What an amazing comeback by the entirety of the attacking team. That's going to be Hyperfiction, Repmac, the way they've been playing. It just looks so good.
Yes, the Apex Warrior have been playing so good. The comeback we saw after 4-1 score line, getting those 5 rounds again after that, basically, especially Panda investing in that operator and that Vandal together was brilliant because he was able to get that first pick from that operator and switched it to Vandal because they expected him to be on Vandal, right, on the operator, right? So they just pushed him because he just used a shot, but he just switched onto a Vandal and was able to get the other 2 people. And Crucifix with that great stop is looking so good. We can see the confidence he was lacking the start of the round, being low on some skills. यहाँ पे दिखते हुए platform से यहाँ पे he's becoming active. दिखता हुआ Batman इसी के साथ यहाँ पे he's coming onto the side, destroying that turret, and इसी के साथ they have that entirety of side. 5v5 क्या retake होने वाला है from the side of Undercity Troopers. किस तरीके से यहाँ पे players खेलेंगे वो एक interesting choice रहने वाली है. Let's see how the players play. Utility counters यहाँ पे आने वाले जैसे ही यहाँ पे यूज किया जाएगा दोनों साइड से यहाँ पे काउंटर शॉट का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा बैटमैन गेट द फर्स्ट
Player
पॉइंट
standing.
किल स्विच
One enemy
and it's
remaining.
down to a 1v1 max versus Rampack who's gonna win this round it's a 1v1 situation जैसे फ्लैश पॉइंट का इस्तेमाल किया Rampack peak and gets maxed out एक बहुत ही प्यारा राउंड एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पिस्टल राउंड अटैकर्स के लिए आता हुआ
Good start, amazing round. Was a bit messed up though, but again, does not matter. They wanted the round for themselves. They got it back. So, see, and it's a win-win situation, right? But talking about the economy as well, the loadout. They've got one Guardian, one Vandal, one Spectre, and two Bulldogs. Now, this is very interesting. Crucifix on the other side. Oh, all of the players on the other side will be investing onto the Sheriffs for themselves. So, it's going to be more interesting. But honestly, I feel like. Now it's high time that Batman and Panda and also Hyperfiction should kind of step up maybe because look, Icarus and Repmac, they are doing everything possible that they can. Icarus is doing a lot in terms of the role that he is playing for his team. So it's the entirety of team that needs to step up for now for them to converge around here and on. Seaside is completely open for business, but guess what? There are 5 players towards the backstab. No way! This is what the plan is. 5 players towards the backstab. This seems to be so difficult. Batman good for one, doubles it up for himself. There's going to be 1 player towards the CT as well. So it will be a 4-1 split coming up. 2 players already have been denied. Max finds a perfect shot on the Hyperfiction. Batman with a 3 kill. Max shuts down Max as well. 1 last remaining player. Kill switch. Towards the long is where I just see him. Batman is being a bit more aggressive though. Kill switch. He's very low. As soon as the smoke fade away, it can be a bit problematic. Kill switch shuts him down. The spam comes in inside the smoke. Panda finds the last one. 8-6 Valken.
Amazingly and वहाँ पे Batman should have been able to take him down but unfortunately वहाँ पे नहीं ले पाए and Killswitch was able to get that pick for his team but yes we saw a basic round coming up especially and we can see the buy they forced on to we can see 3 Vandals on a bonus round and a Guardian and a Bulldog they are gonna be happy with that एक force buy यहाँ पे force किया जाएगा defenders की तरफ से and they don't have that full shield they have 4 half shields. Let's see how they're gonna defend with that and attackers are gonna play with that bonus. Sheriffs उनके हाथों में यहाँ पे टाइट को यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी ब्रेकआउट किया गया है गैरेज की विंडो पे जाते हुए Max is gonna use that flash down to the garage. He does not know कि यहाँ पे जो उनका विंडो है वो compromise हो चुका है so is he gonna be waiting for that. इसी के साथ Batman can go for that peak but Hyperfiction beats him to it and करेंगे पहला पिक अपनी टीम के लिए. Lantis was able to shut down Batman and A-Star getting that trade but Rampack and Hyperfiction getting those equalizers for his team and जो numbers advantage यहाँ पे उन्होंने खोया था इसको convert करते हुए अपने favor में and making it a 3v2 situation. Killswitch इसी के साथ यहाँ पे tag जरूर करेंगे Hyperfiction को but aftershock उसको deny करेगा push करने के लिए. Icarus and Rampack everybody is playing towards the team side. They need to take that fight and yes Icarus को यहाँ पे shut down करेंगे Icarus यहाँ पे Killswitch को but बहुत ही अच्छा ट्रेड आता है Icarus का Crucifix के ऊपर अपनी टीम के लिए एक बोनस राउंड निकाल के लेके जाएंगे.
Good stuffs, good stuffs. It's more like a deja vu for now, you know. I mean, अगर आपको पहले हाफ में याद हो तो यही चीज हुआ था and ये चीज फिर दोबारा हो रहा है going down to the second half itself. You see 3 consecutive rounds. They've denied a full buy to their opponents, which means that they are not gonna have their hands on a good buy in the upcoming rounds. Though I see Lantis investing onto a Guardian, just have 550 creds in his account. So this might be very difficult as all the players have invested onto Sheriff. So he'll be switching back to a Sheriff and will be going in for a save. Reveal goes in. Yeah, it is going to give back a lot of information. Towards the A is where I do see a lot of players right now trying to make their way towards the A side. Crucifix is right present in sight. What's the call is the question because they've left C side completely open and if at all there's a rotation coming off it's going to be A-Star who's right present there, right? So there's all information that they need. They already have it for themselves, but they need to play it very, very smart. They can actually catch off guard all the players. Crucifix start things off by shutting down Icarus with a perfect headshot with the Sheriff that he had for himself. Aftershock goes in. They try to deny one player. Which is right present there. Finds one. No, he does not. Crucifix finds another on the other side. Slowly and steadily. He's building up those tracks for himself. Lantis gets taken down as well. Players have got the side completely open for them and look at what the positioning is. A-Star finds one after
Enemy
rep. Max
remaining.
checks down Panda as well.
Planted.
A-Star, he is unstoppable. A 3K denies every single player that comes in his way, comes in his crosshairs, gets the round back, and it's gonna be finally a
Thrifty.
7th round, a thrifty being pulled off.
Yes, amazing round coming up from the side of A-Star. Obviously, Repec didn't knew that both the players are gonna come backstab. He just guessed it and he tried to look, check that angle, and he was surprised that A-Star was way too close and was able to take him down. But unfortunately, Panda was unable to help his teammate जो यहाँ पे spike plant कर रहे थे, उनको support नहीं दे पाए and was brought down by A-Star, and साथ ही साथ Hyperfiction was brought down by A-Star once again to get that 3K and that win round for his team. The Crucifix is back with that operator in his hand. C side पे यहाँ पे box के ऊपर खड़े हैं and he is gonna go for that pick. एक बहुत ही अच्छा decision वहाँ पे fault line and aftershock के combo का use करने का, but अगर ये थोड़ा जल्दी आता तो could have maybe gotten some damage onto him, but Icarus वहाँ से fall back करेंगे without taking any damage, and they are rotating towards A because they know that operator is towards the C side. But Crucifix को आप देख सकते हो, he's already switching that reposition यहाँ पे करते हुए C side यहाँ पे छोड़ चुके and watching towards that B with that operator. But A पे यहाँ पे sound आ चुकी है. Batman is gonna enter with that cloud burst यहाँ पे खेलेंगे, and the entirety of A side is given up also because he is
Spike
playing
planted.
on that lockdown. And आप देख सकते हो बहुत ही अच्छा हंटर स्विंग का इस्तेमाल, दो बंदों को यहाँ पे टैग किया, but unfortunately किसी को भी यहाँ पे पिक ऑफ नहीं कर पाएगा. That defender Killjoy lockdown is online and will be pushing out the players towards long. तीन बंदे यहाँ पे फॉल्ट लाइन हो चुके थे, बट किसी के साथ फॉल बैक होते हुए पैरोया का बहुत ही अच्छा इस्तेमाल किया गया. बैटमैन, but the attack, the rolling thunder is coming up. Batman was able to take one down, but Landis gets 3 over there. It's a 2v2 situation. It has an operator, but Max gets Panda and Repack both. एक बहुत ही अच्छा fault line and flash का combo की तरफ से हमें देखने मिला, and was able to get both of them together, and the defusal will be coming up from their side.
Amazing rounds, 9-8. 1 rounder difference is what we are talking about right now. 4 of the ultimates available, though it's a lot in terms of ultimates right now. But my goodness, Icarus is on 23 kills. To be kidding me, man. Come on. Icarus is really doing a great job out there. The way he's been fragging. I mean, if I only talk about the fragging potential, seems to be so amazing coming up from Icarus, though. Start things off again now that he's back onto the initiator role, and we can see him being on the top of the charts as well. The reveal comes up early on. Reveal gets denied. This might be a bit difficult, though. Batman will be going in further with the Blade Storms online. They need to rely on to Batman as well to get some important frags for the team, because all he has to work around is his Blade Storm. The team does have Vandals invested onto, but they have sneaked in every single thing that they could with the least possible amount of money spent. So it's going to be an important round towards the A. I do see 2 players, and towards the link is where Crucifix seems to be positioned. So they need to be a bit careful, slowly and steadily trying to make their way inside. They've cut off all the sound. I mean, look at them. They're holding the A side, but they've cut off all the sound, and they've just pretended as if it's nothing happening around. Hyperfiction goes down to the kitchen. Ollie, oh my goodness. A-Star doubles it up for himself, finds another player. Rotation has been already called off towards the garage and the B. Little do they know that this is going to be an A hit coming up. 1-for-1 trade. Icarus finds one. Kill switch with a perfect trade. But the problem is they do not have the spike control for themselves.
30
Omen does have
seconds
the
left.
ultimate online, and they have A side completely open for them, so they can actually go in and invest onto the ultimate to get the spike back and get it planted. But in the meantime, the reinforcement is back towards the A side, and that's where the problem might just be Valkyrie.
Also, the flag is coming up, but Batman was able to take Landis down.
10
The plant is
seconds
being
left.
stunned by Panda, and he will be getting that support. And yes, Panda was able to take those down. It's down to a 2v2. But the main problem was Max coming up on a
enemy
flag,
remaining.
using that rolling thunder, isolating the players. Panda
Last player
strike is
standing.
level best, takes kill switch down as well, but unable to do so for Max. Max यहाँ पे आएंगे and will be able to take Panda down. वहाँ पे Panda ने Max को लो जरूर किया था, but अगर देरी only if he had that rifle in his hand. He was playing on the Spectre because it was an eco half by round for the side of Apex Warriors. So playing on the Spectre costed him a time. अगर वहाँ पे किल स्विच को वो पहले निकाल के लेके जा पाते तो मे बी ही कुड हैव वॉन दैट, बट बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से बैक्स ने वहाँ पे खेला. He read that situation completely fine, came back with the backstab, used his rolling thunder, invested his flash, and was able to win that round for his team. Let's see. Yeah.
A lot has already happened. Early on reveal once again goes in. Not really sure if it would be able to find anything. It does. It's got to find land. It's got to find Lantis, and Batman will be capitalizing out of the save. Now that you don't have a smoker for yourself, it's gonna get more difficult. The lockdown comes into the play, and it's gonna get every single player out of the radius, out of the side. The side might just be completely open for business,
Placing swarm grenade.
and they can go in for a safe plant. But here's where things change in the post plant. There's gonna be one player towards the backstab. Max is able to hit a perfect headshot onto Rep Mag, gets him down to 42. Has no shield to protect himself. On the other side, it's gonna be a good post plant positioning. I would say the default post plant positioning: one towards Hell, one towards Graffiti, one holding shot as well. But the paranoia,
What's this?
not that perfect. One player comes in. Oh my goodness, what was that?
player
Kill switch
standing.
before one goes down to one last remaining player.
ahead.
A-Star. One Panda as well. A-Star is unstoppable. A 3K for A-Star again. Before Hyperfiction came into the play, A-Star was able to hit those perfect shots, but finally Hyperfiction will be putting full stop onto the plays coming up from A-Star, and they'll be getting the 10th one on board. It went down so close again, and look at A-Star, he's up again on the leaderboard with 19 for himself. I mean, this is what we call consistency, right?
Yes, you're right. Finally, and especially both Peck and Icarus lining up, it was given on a platter to A Star. They wanted A Star to clutch it out. The Valo gods wanted, but Hyperfiction was here to stop him from that clutch. And अपनी टीम के लिए 10th round लेके जाएंगे जो लीड उन्होंने बना के रखी थी. Want to keep that, and Max was able to spot that weapon in the hand of Max and will be able to take him down. And इसके साथ एक बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से टीम यहाँ पे खेलती हुई, especially on their eco round, they pushing up towards the mid, 4 people pushing together, and was able to get 2 people down. 2 weapons यहाँ पे उनकी तरफ से यहाँ पे retrieve हो जाएगी, and will try to play that post plan. बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से यहाँ पे टीम खेलते हुए, but we can see
Recalling my bot.
pivot, a read coming up from the side of attackers. They are moving towards the side of A. They pushed onto the C. The entire site was empty, and they are moving towards the side of A, which is empty as well. The entirety of defense are holding on the attacker spot. Both the teams have switched their positions. The attackers are in their defender spots, and the defenders are in the attacking spot. It's gonna be a fun one to watch.
Definitely seems to be a fun thing to watch. They do have the A-side control for themselves, but look at the positioning from defenders.
30 seconds left.
What's happening here? I mean, they have the A-side completely open for business. They can actually go in for a safe plant, but towards
Spike
the defenders,
planted.
all the 5 players are alive, and now the spike is being planted. It is just gonna get so difficult. Every single one of them is trying to make their way towards the A-side right from
Placing
the
sentry.
backstab. Now, this is very interesting, and it's gonna be so messy at the same time. One player right present there kills Switch. My goodness. Touchdown now. Batman finds a perfect flag. The flag is also
Player
perfect.
standing.
Chris gets taken down. One last remaining player. Hyperfiction good for one. Yes, he is. Tries to go in for a flag. Should be going in for the defusal. Goes in for as much spam as he can. But A-Star shuts him down. And that's gonna be another round. My goodness. All of them are holding towards the attacking spot, whereas onto the attacker side they made their way in towards the A side from the attack, like the defensive spot. What's happening in this round, man?
Yes, they just switched up their position, and it was a funny one to see. But that Batman missing on that pick onto Max was onto Lantis was a big thing. Sorry, Kill Switch was a big thing. Kill Switch was able to take him off with that sheriff in his hand, and वो वहाँ पे उनकी टीम के लिए दिक्कत हुआ. अगर वहाँ पे वो सर्वाइव करते हुए किस तरीके से यहाँ पे खेल पाएंगे. मिड की तरफ यहाँ पे रोटेट करते हुए एक मिड पुश यहाँ पे हमें देखने मिलेगा ऑफ द साइड ऑफ अटैकर्स. किस तरीके से यहाँ पे खेल पाएंगे. They gonna push a lot. ओके एक बी एग्जीक्यूट करने की कोशिश करते हुए एक स्लो स्टार्ट है यहाँ पे बोथ द टीम्स आर होल्डिंग टुवर्ड्स बी एक रीड अच्छी आई है द two players the Kichi and Sova are holding towards the B main and इसी के साथ execute यहाँ पे start हुआ जाएगा utilizing up यहाँ पे आती हुई the recon the fault line the flashes are coming up A-Star was able to get the first pick kill switch यहाँ पे 2 पिक लेके जाएंगे बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से यहाँ पे util clearing करते हुए Icarus को यहाँ पे spot करके pick off करने की कोशिश करते हुए but Icarus was able to take one pick left back यहाँ पे आएंगे एक turret वो भी लेंगे but A-Star was able to take the back down and it's down to a 1v2 situation but Roshik will be finishing off
coming back.
and इसी के साथ 11th round यहाँ पे डिफेंडर्स अपने लिए लेके जाते हैं
10 to 11, 21 rounds done already, and look where we are. Look where all these players are. Icarus is on the top of the charts with 26 kills for himself, and on the other side it's going to be A-Star with 22. My goodness, these players, it does not even, honestly matter on what agent they are playing right now. I mean, look at them. Icarus is on a Sova. A-Star is on a KJ. The players that you expect to initiate the fight or maybe to look towards the backstab are the players who are on the top of the charts right now, who are winning those aim duels or who might also have perfect amount of first bloods. Also, I have to give it to Hyperfiction, man. His stuns, his utils, every single util dump is just so perfect. Everything seems to be completely inclined for all of these players, but at the end it's just going to be one team who gets on top. So let's see who it is. But in terms of economy as well, A-Star and the entire team, they do have a good built-up economy. Rusifix does have an operator to work around with. Rest all the players will be going in for a full buy for themselves. Lantis might just go in for a full shield, does not matter. It has enough amount, or I would say ample amount of money to have a buy in the next round. I mean, look at A-Star, he has 6,000 creds and a Vandal invested. So even if they lose this round, someone can actually give a drop and they can manage it for the upcoming one. But on the other side is where the problem is. If they do not get this round for themselves, they would be in an economical crisis and they might just need to probably go in for a save, rely on the sheriffs and try to pull off a thrifty for themselves. So that's where the main problem might just come in. But will that be the case is yet a question, Valkan.
Yes, you're right. Especially this far into the map, it's 10-11 score line. What do you think about that?
It's an interesting match, right? Even we talked about it in the previous one itself. It all went down to a 12-12. The match was so close quarter, right? So it is interesting, but again, let's just see on what notes will this match end. Will it again go down to a 12-12 maybe, or something different this time? Over A-Star, they know where he is. The reveal was perfect. A-Star thought that he might just win the duel, but this time over, it's going to be Batman who shuts down A-Star. They've got the initial frag for themselves. They also have denied a KJ, which means that the opportunity to explore the A side and the C side is completely open for them. They need to just have a look onto the players around. A side is completely open for business actually, so the rotation has already been called off and they are trying to make their way towards the A, but little do they know that the reinforcement will be soon back towards the A side, and that's where the problem might just arise. Flashes goes in, so is the case with Aftershock. Smokes has been placed, Dashin comes up, and they have the site completely
Revealing area.
open for business. So here's where things might change. Hunter's Fury comes into the play, will be able to get 16 down.
down
That
A.
time is good for one. Crucifix finds one onto the
Last player standing.
onto his doppelganger, the Jet as well. Goes on to Icarus being the last one to survive. Location compromised already. Crucifix was just waiting for that right opportunity for him to walk into his crosshair. And that's finally the 12th one on board. Slowly and steadily, we do see them stepping up. I am talking about the sides of Undercity Troopers, ladies and gentlemen. They are stepping up. They're getting those perfect rounds for themselves back and forth every single time. And as we talked about the economy, right? Onto the attacking side, you see they just have sheriffs to rely on to. Alongside that, I do see one Phantom being invested from Batman though. Yeah, he is very close to his ultimate though. He can completely rely on to his knives for the upcoming round. But this time over 4 sheriffs and 1 Phantom. Let's see if they are able to pull out something out of the economy that they've got for themselves. And I do see a B push coming up now. This is very interesting. They are trying to have the B control for themselves with the KJ setup.
Blocking sight.
I just be of a big problem. The Dashin comes up already towards the link. Batman can just be into a lot of problem. But look at A-Star. No, Batman, not the perfect time to show your back to the enemies. Hyperfiction finds a perfect trade. But will that be enough is the question, because they still do not have any sight under their control and they do not even have their duelist. All they can rely on is maybe their single duelist, but will that be enough? Kill switch finds one, but Hyperfiction once again with a perfect trade for his teammate. Equalizes the number, goes down to a 3 versus 3. All three players who have their ultimates online from the shadows will be invested onto towards the A side. A control is what they are looking forward. Haven control is already theirs. Oh,
Spike
okay.
planted.
That's towards the hell. My bad. Panda is right present there. Icarus shuts down
Ooh.
Max. Numbers have been denied. Reveal comes in. This is just so interesting. 2 versus 3. Will this be it, or are we gonna see anything else? Is the question. Both of the players. If I talk about the post plant situation, it can be a bit difficult. Lantis slowly and steadily from the CT is trying to walk inside, but he's waiting for his teammates right over. They do not have the numbers, so they need to be very, very careful.
player
It's gonna be
standing.
1 for 1 trade again.
Enemy
Hyperfiction.
remaining.
Every single time one of his teammates falls down, he finds a perfect trade onto Atlantis. Will be repositioning himself. Time is not his best friend. Needs to go in for that pick. Icarus shuts him down. They are able to pull off a thrifty, ladies and gentlemen. And that's
Match point.
gotta be an
Amazing
11
round, yeah.
12.
The way the team played, it was amazing. 11-12 scoreline coming up for the last round. And are we gonna see another 12-12 half, 12-12 finish after the first map? Is gonna be interesting thing, because that both the teams are on a full buy, and Batman will be playing on that Judge and his Blade Storm. It's gonna be a ultimates. We can talk about Rolling Thunder will be activated for both the sides, but the defenders have that extra killjoy lockdown जो यहाँ पे उनको help कर सकता है to win that round, and win that this map of Haven. We can see the operator coming up towards the A side. He will be going towards that peg but unable to get anybody. Batman is trying to push into the side of B. Solo यहाँ पे खेलते हुए and जितना हो सके यहाँ पे अपनी टीम को स्पेस बना के देना चाहेंगे. Kill switch इसी के साथ यहाँ पे push करते हुए towards that A shot angle, and we can see Panda just holding towards the A. The entire team will be moving towards the side of B, and the entire B side is empty, just left because of that one alarm bot. अल्टीमेट का इस्तेमाल यहाँ पे किया था लैटिस से, बट कोई इन्फो यहाँ पे उनको नहीं मिलती हुई. किल स्विच इसी के साथ उसी इन्फो के चलते वॉक करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, बट फॉल बैक आता हो उस तरह से. एक 1v1 फाइट यहाँ पे हो सकती थी. बैटमैन वन ब्लेड शॉप बट अनेबल टू गेट वन, बट Hyperfiction बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से उस टाइम का इस्तेमाल करेंगे. विल बी एबल टू गेट बैक्स डाउन, एंड एक इंस्टेंट पिवट हमें देखने मिल रहा है टुवर्ड्स द ए साइड. वी कैन सी द स्मोक्स कमिंग अप एंड द एंटायर टीम विल बी पुशिंग ऑन towards the A side, and जो एक extra
30
benefit
seconds
of
left.
that lockdown has been brought down, क्योंकि KJ की ultimate यहाँ पे C के side पे use करवा दी गई थी, and Rolling Thunder जो कि backs थे उनको यहाँ पे shut down कर दिया गया. Batman with the judge and Blade from, but A-Star just pushes up and was able to get Batman down. But Hyperfiction just there with his team was able to get a trade. Hyperfiction की तरफ से Rolling Thunder का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, but Landon वहाँ पे उससे effect नहीं होंगे, and was able to take him down. But Nicholas will be taking kill switch down, and Panda with that operator in his hand was able to take one peg. Unfortunately यहाँ पे नहीं ले पाए, and that 12-12 scoreline comes back again, and Apex Warriors and Undercity Troopers are back at square one with a
Man,
12-12
oh
scoreline.
man, once again a 12-12 scoreline. What is exactly happening? We ended the map of Breeze with a 12 all, and we are ending the map of Haven once again with a 12 all scoreline. My goodness, look at this, scoreboard. I mean, if I take you guys to the scoreboard, I see Icarus with 29 kills right on the top of the charts. He has 29 kills for himself with 2 first bloods, 2 plants. This is just so amazing. And right to back him up, it's going to be A-Star with 24 frags. This looks so good. I mean, the previous map of Breeze as well, it ended on a 12 all note. And when we went down to the map of Haven, it went down to a 12 all. Now, what we have upcoming is going to be the map of Split, which is more and more interesting, because do you expect a hat trick? I mean, do you expect a hat trick of 12 all in today's day by any chance, Valken?
It will be interesting because it depends. Obviously, both the team. This is the first time I've seen two back-to-back 12-12 scores. So obviously, I would
Yeah.
like to see that hat trick coming up for both the sides. And let's see how the players adapt, and we can finally see that race coming up. The duel is being changed up, and we can see that race coming up on the map of Split. It's going to be an interesting pick what both the teams pick off.
Yeah, but let's just quickly head towards a quick short break for now. We'll see you guys in a while. Until then, stay tuned. Do not go anywhere.
Y'all sit back and watch me speak. About to take over your screen. Talking bulls in 93. Talking mom, I'm on TV. Y'all know all I do is me. All I do is me. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and all I know, my money green. About to snap and make a scene. My cup off and make this free. My cup off and make them scream. Go pop off for TMZ. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Money long, nothing on credit. I got style, don't catch no feelings. All this bread, ain't got no lettuce. I got style, don't catch no feelings. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look, look. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look, look. Look, look. Look, look. Look, look. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Watch me. Sit back. Sit back. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back.
Hey guys, welcome back and इसी के साथ we are back with the map number 3 जो कि आज हमारे डे 8 का है between Apex Warriors and Undercity Troopers। जिस तरीके से पहले दो गेम्स गए हैं यहाँ पे स्पेशली ब्रीच एंड हेवन का, वो एक बहुत ही अच्छे फाइट्स हमें देखने मिले, बहुत ही क्लोज फाइट्स, 12-12 का स्कोर लाइन दोनों टीम्स के बीच में बनता हुआ। एंड फाइनली मूविंग ऑन टू द मैप ऑफ स्प्लिट, व्हाट डू यू थिंक दर्शिता, क्या लगता है कैसा जाएगा ये मैप?
यार मैं सोच रही हूँ आपकी आवाज में अचानक से रुकावट कहाँ से आ गई है।
रुकावट?
चलिए एनीवेज इट्स गोना बी एन इंटरेस्टिंग मैच। जोक्स अपार्ट, बाल्कन में
Yeah.
मजे ले रही थी थोड़े से, बट ठीक है, आप बीमार हो यार, आप बीमार हो, जाने दो, मैं ये नहीं करूंगी आपको। स्प्लिट का मुकाबला रहने वाला है, सो या दिस मैप इज गोना बी वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग गोइंग डाउन टू बोथ ऑफ दीज टीम्स। इट इज मोर और लेस अ हाईली एक्सपेक्टेड मैप। आई मीन कम ऑन, अगर मैं बात करूं आज के दिन की शुरुआत जैसे हमने की है, पहला मैप 12 वॉल, दूसरा मैप 12 वॉल, तो कहीं ना कहीं पे आई वांट दिस हैट्रिक टू हैपन एंड आई वांट कि हम तीसरा मैप भी 12 वॉल में देखें। बट राइट नाउ स्प्लिट, अगर मैं बात करूं एजेंट सिलेक्शन की, तो दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी आर वेटिंग ऑन टू। सो बाल्कन, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, क्या लगता है क्या होगा एजेंट सिलेक्शन?
Agent selection, I think Raze will be a obvious pick for this map. And we can see, okay, Hyperfiction and Apex Warriors are going with that double initiator comp. देखते Split is a diverse map. Many teams obviously switches on the combos. Many teams go for that double controller. Some teams goes for that double initiator, and a few teams go with that double duelist comp as well. That's what we are gonna see, and we can see Rusifix going on to the role of Cypher. That's going to be interesting because Max is switching on to that raise. What do you think about that?
This is interesting. I mean, I did not expect I did not expect to see Crucifix onto the cipher. I still remember, right? I was talking to you. I had a conversation with Crucifix a while ago. I mean, few days ago, and I remember him stating that he has played onto Initiator, he has played onto Duelist, but this time over, down to what role he is playing, this is interesting. But let's see how it pans out for him. Now, A Star is back on the Duelist, and so is the case with Max. There has been a lot of switch in the roles itself, and honestly I'm excited to see A Star on Jet. The way he's been phenomenally performing with the KJ and with the Cypher, oh man, he deserves to be in
Choose your
duelist in this
agent.
team. He deserves to be fragging out with the most potential that he has in himself, and he deserves to show it us all. So I do expect a lot coming on from the other side. I do see Hyperfiction down to the breach again, and he's been phenomenal on that Icarus with the Sky. Previously, we saw him on the Sova, Batman, from Jet to Raze, Repmac again. The first match I saw him on Reyna. This time over, I see him on a Cypher. A lot of changes coming up. But onto the attacking side, I am very, very excited.
हाँ, so देखते हैं किस तरीके से यहाँ पे प्लेयर्स खेलेंगे, स्पेशली that's some interesting picks. Like I said, the defending team Apex Warriors are opting for that double initiator roles, the cob, and we can see attackers, Undercity Troopers going with that double duelist. And it's gonna be interesting. We have seen many teams who adapt their agent roles depending on the side they choose, but it's a MR24, so it doesn't matter. But still, taking that double duelist, Max playing that race, and A-Star switching onto that role of Jet will be some interesting thing to watch, because we know, especially sometimes a lurker, he needs that space to create himself, lurk into the spots, exploit the open areas जो आपके defend opponents यहाँ पे रखते हैं, and exploit those sections. तो इस बार किस तरीके से एकदम from the front end किस तरीके से यहाँ पे Max and A-Star खेलेंगे, वो एक interesting choice रहने वाली है.
That's true. For now, mid पे काफी ज्यादा heavy presence मुझे देखने को मिल रहा है. They're trying to go in for a mid push completely. Look, every single player is towards the mid right present there. Vents की तरफ से I guess A side का push का ये plan रहने वाला है. बिल्कुल Vent की तरफ से A side की तरफ जाते हुए A Star थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम में जरूर थे, but Crucifix to start things off finds one onto Repmac and it's gonna get more difficult. Oh no, what's happening there? Flash opponent को तो hit किया ही, but वो खुद को भी hit कर गया बहुत ज़्यादा बुरी तरीके से. Killswitch somehow manages to shut down Icarus. Goes down to the numbers advantage onto the attacking side. Max is right present there towards the tailwind, is able to find one. No is the answer as Batman shuts him down. Down to a 3 versus 4 numbers completely fake, but the spike is also planted. Post-plant situation might just be a bit difficult. Ready with the flash, goes in for the flash. But Lantis, look at his positioning. The late lord works wonders for them. A Star finds the last one, and it's going to be a good round. The execution was actually perfect. They went in towards the mid, went took the rafter controls, went in towards the side, got the plant, one player towards the lane lurk, and they got the round for themselves.
Especially and that boombot coming up and biting them behind, because boombot did not clear Plantis. Hyperfiction was going to clear that angle, because boombot did not make a single sound. He falled back, he did not check it, and Lantis was able to pick two people of that timing. A beautiful round and timing coming up from the side of Lantis. बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से यहाँ पे लॉक अप करते हुए and playing into that. इसी के साथ देखते हैं यहाँ पे ए साइड पुश करने की कोशिश करते हुए the entire team of defense had pushed down towards the mid, and they were trying to push in, get some picks, but Rapmac is gonna play solo towards that vents. देखते हैं किस तरीके से वो hold off कर पाएंगे
Spike planted.
and the 4 people coming behind together as a flank. एक इंटरेस्टिंग चॉइस करने वाली है. एक बंदा यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रॉय करेगा, साउंड देगा, एंड 4 people will be pushing in. Already एक बंदे को लो कर चुके हैं. कुल से चैंपियन picked off, but Ace are coming up and taking that trade onto Panda. इस पुश को यहाँ पे थोड़ा रोकते हुए मैक्स इसी के साथ आएंगे, पेशेंटली वेट करते हुए, एंड Crucifix will be helping it out. Rapmac को यहाँ पे पिक ऑफ कर चुके हैं, एंड मैक्स अभी तक अपनी पोजीशन नहीं दे बैठे हैं. तो एक बहुत ही अच्छा इंटरेस्टिंग चॉइस उनकी तरफ से आया, बट इकस इज स्टिल होल्डिंग, ही इज स्टिल गेसिंग कि somebody is gonna play over there. एंड इकस क्या वो ले पाएंगे? Yes, he was able to get that just down. Crucifix यहाँ पे डाउन करेंगे, बट बैटमैन Crucifix को भी डाउन करेंगे. एक बहुत ही अच्छा इकोनॉमी डैमेज देते हुए एस was able to take बैटमैन डाउन. हाइपरफिक्शन यहाँ पे बाइक से फिनिश ऑफ हो जाएंगे. देखते हैं किस तरीके से राउंड रहने वाला है. फाइनली एक फुल बाय राउंड हमें देखने मिलेगा फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ डिफेंडर्स, जो कि एपेक्स वॉरियर्स की स्क्वाड है.
That's gonna be true. I mean, see, वो राउंड उन्होंने कन्वर्ट जरूर किया, बट एट द सेम टाइम वो जो इकोनॉमिकल डैमेज पड़ा है, अब उन्हें डिसाइड करना है कि क्या वो बोनस पे कंटिन्यू करेंगे या वो री इन्वेस्ट करेंगे. बिकॉज अब देखिए, Crucifix and Killswitch, they have already invested onto Phantoms for themselves. यानी री इन्वेस्टमेंट्स की तो जरूर जा रही है, बट ये सोच के कि अगले राउंड में दोबारा उन्हें वो इकोनॉमी मिल जाए. मिड का फ्लैश जरूरी आता है, एक अच्छा फ्लैश दो वेंट्स की तरफ, फ्लैश ऑन द अदर साइड एज वेल. ओह माय गुडनेस, वाज अ क्लोज कॉल. बैटमैन somehow survives out of that situation. अभी भी difficulties बहुत ज़्यादा है because pincer कर रहा है वो vents के area को, but little do they know that the rotation might just be called off very soon. यहाँ पे अगर आप बात करो कि Hyperfiction की is playing as a player who can rotate towards both of these sides. जैसे ही आवाज आया वो directly एक की तरफ rotate already कर चुके हैं, but फिलहाल के लिए mid की तरफ अभी भी hold किया जा रहा है. They haven't pushed and made their way towards the A side, neither towards the B. Flash आता हुआ B की तरफ, and they'll make their way towards the Seavers and down to the A side itself. So confusion काफी ज्यादा create किया, but आप अभी भी मैक्स का पोजीशन देखिए, वो होल्ड कर रहे हैं, वो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि कोई ना कोई तो उनके क्रॉसेस में आएगा जरूर, वो झट से वहां पे उन्हें टेक डाउन कर पाएंगे. दिस इज अ गुड कॉल ऑनेस्टली मैक्स की तरफ से, बट ही नीड्स टू बी अ बिट केयरफुल बिकॉज ए साइड की तरफ वो अग्रेशन ऑलरेडी आगे जा चुका है. उनको ए साइड कंप्लीटली ओपन फॉर बिजनेस मिल चुकी है. दे बी गोइंग इन फॉर द प्लान. मैक्स का पोजीशन ऑलरेडी कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो चुका है, सो दे वोंट बी रिस्किंग फ्रॉम द मिड सेक्शन एनीमोर, मेकिंग देयर वे फ्रॉम the CT completely. Crucifix trying to walk inside. Panda is right present there. Crucifix needs to be a bit careful. Cage को trigger के exactly पीछे आए, fading off, holding back the position. A-Star gets taken down. So is the case with Max. Down to 3 remaining players. Might try to give a bit of economical damage. Good for 1, good for 2. Doubles it up. Gets taken down from Hyperfiction. Goes down for 1v3. Killswitch somehow manages to find one though. Diffusal अभी भी हुआ नहीं है, but Hyperfiction will be sticking the diffusal. Killswitch को थोड़ा जल्दी करना पड़ेगा, but before even he could do anything, Rapmac will shut him down, and that's finally the first round over to the defenders. A lot of economical damage.
Yes, obviously, एपेक्स वॉरियर्स ने एक राउंड अपने लिए नहीं की तो जरूर गए, एक स्कोर बोर्ड पे अपने आप को यहाँ पे खड़ा करेंगे, बट एक अच्छा खासा इकोनॉमी डैमेज उनको भी यहाँ पे पड़ता हुआ, एंड वी कैन सी स्ट्रगलिंग उनकी तरफ यहाँ पे दिखता हुआ. पांडा स्ट्रगलिंग फॉर दैट बाय. ही विल बी गेटिंग अ बाय ऑफ अ Guardian from his teammate, and Icarus will be playing on that Spectre. We can see 3 rifles coming up from them, and on the side of attackers it's going to be 3 rifles, main rifles and 2 bulldogs coming up. देखते किस तरीके से यहाँ पे खेलेंगे, and दोनों तरफ से यहाँ पे गाइडिंग लाइट का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा टुवर्ड्स दैट मिड सेक्शन, एंड यहाँ पे एक बहुत ही अच्छा कैंप जो है मैक की तरफ से टू सपोर्ट हिज टीममेट, इन्फो देने के लिए इटिकस की तरफ से यहाँ पे फॉल बैक किया जाएगा गाइडिंग लाइट का इस्तेमाल करके. He will be going towards the side of B, and आप देख सकते हो Cypher is lurking Crucifix यहाँ पे आ चुके हैं, ट्रिप्स को डॉज करके he's inside the side, nobody knows, but now he was spotted, but Crucifix was able to win that
Spike
fight.
down,
Repmac
B.
को यहाँ पे pick off कर चुके हैं, Hyperfiction को भी यहाँ पे लेते हुए, it's a 2v2 situation, a spot यहाँ पे Max करेंगे Batman को and will be able to win that
Player
fight. It's a
standing.
2v2 situation, Icarus wins that duel from Crucifix and it's down to a 1v2
I have the
situation.
spike.
Max को यहाँ पे spike लेना है and he was able to get that spike. Fall back यहाँ से करना चाहेंगे क्योंकि both the players has been spotted on the side of B. यहाँ से एक फेक फॉल बैक की साउंड देते हुए एंड ही इज गोना प्ले इट पेशेंटली। किस तरीके से खेलेंगे, बहुत ही अच्छा सीकर्स का इन्वेस्टमेंट किया जाएगा। यू नीड टू गेट दिस राउंड एज वेल बिकॉज दे नो यहाँ पे अगर ये राउंड वो जीते इक्वलाइजर आएगा एंड साथ ही साथ आपके ओपोनेंट विल बी फोर्स्ड ऑन टू एन इको।
30 seconds left.
किस तरीके से यहाँ पे प्लेयर्स खेलेंगे। मैक्स यहाँ पे थोड़े से एंगल्स क्लियर करते हुए जाते हुए ए के साइड पे एक ओपन प्लांट खेलना चाहेंगे एंड यस ही विल बी गोइंग फॉर दैट ओपन प्लांट एंड विल बी मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द मेन साइड। बट क्या उनकी इन्फो मिल जाएगी एंड यस ट्रेल ब्लेजर का इस्तेमाल किया गया बट नो इतने दूर तक का नहीं दिखेगा एंड मैक्स विल बी मूविंग ऑन टू अ सेफ्टी। आराम से यहाँ पे निकल जाएंगे एंड विल बी टेकिंग दैट 1v1 फाइट विद पांडा एंड पांडा को यहाँ पे पिक ऑफ कर लेके एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द ट्रेल ब्लेजर उनको पता है किल्स यहाँ पे उनकी पोजीशन यस विक्टर्स की पोजीशन यहाँ पता है। बहुत ही अच्छा पेट शेल भी यहाँ पे कर दिया गया, हाफ डिफ्यूज तो जरूर हो चुका था। इट्स अ 1v1 सिचुएशन पे यूज किया। ओह माय गॉड एक्स दैट 180 हेडशॉट यहाँ पे कनेक्ट करेंगे मैच पे यहाँ पे फिनिश ऑफ किया जाएगा एंड एक इक्वलाइजर आता हुआ।
Oh Max, it was so close for him. बहुत ज्यादा close था यार वो। He could have came up on top if थोड़ा सा वेट कर लिया होता। You know पेंचल ने काफी ज्यादा डैमेज वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी दे दिया था बट somehow जो घूम के वो हेडशॉट मारा है वहाँ पे, मैन ओ मैन, कम ऑन Icarus. 6-3 is what the scoreline is like. I mean 6-3 is what it is for Icarus and the overall scoreline goes down to a 2-all. As you said, they'll be forced into go for an eco and so is the case with the attacking side. 4 sheriffs and 1 stinger to rely on to mid की तरफ. Early on guiding light, kill switch. अच्छा positioning क्लियर करना चाहेंगे बट वो जानते हैं कि वहाँ पे नजदीक में प्लेयर मौजूद रहने वाले हैं। फ्लैश फिर दोबारा आगे जरूर ही जाएगा बट फाइंड एनीथिंग इन रिटर्न। ए स्टार इज राइट प्रेजेंट देयर। काफी ज्यादा यूटिल डंप हो रहा है ए स्टार के ऊपर सो थोड़ा पोजीशनिंग को रिस्पेक्ट करना पड़ेगा वहाँ पे। Icarus को भी एक गलती काफी ज्यादा महंगी पड़ सकती है। वो ट्रिप फायर देखा आपने, वो ट्रिप फायर और भी ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है। Repmac finds one on to kill switch but वो ट्रिप फायर can be so difficult. Crucifix somehow finds a perfect trade. Hyperfiction को वहाँ पे डिनाई किया जाएगा and that is an important frag overall. Slowly and steadily Vents की तरफ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं but they know कि बैटमैन वहाँ पर ही प्रेजेंट रहेंगे। Finds one, waiting for the right opportunity, gets taken down. Lantis falls for the same trap. 2 remaining players. That's going to be Crucifix and Max.
player
For one,
standing.
Crucifix, no, he's not as Batman. Shuts him down, and it all goes down to Max being the last surviving player. उनके पास अपना ultimate जरूर he does have the showstopper to work around with, but he has 4 players right in front of him, which is going to be so difficult. One player towards the
30 seconds
backstab
left.
now. It's just impossible to stop Repmac though. Look where he is present. 2 players towards the backstab. Gets spotted. Max gets taken down. And it's going to be the third one on board. They did find a good frag in the initial stages, but somehow were not able to capitalize onto it.
Yes, you're right. And स्टार्ट वहाँ पे Crucifix ने अपनी टीम के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा किया था। ही वॉज एबल टू गेट हाइपरफिक्शन डाउन एंड उनकी जो वेपन थी वो रिट्रीव की थी बट बैटमैन होल्डिंग दैट वेंट सेक्शन वॉज एबल टू गेट पीपल डाउन एंड अपनी टीम के लिए जो एक राउंड था वो बहुत ही सेफली एंड एक सेफ राउंड अपनी टीम के लिए लेके जाते हुए। देखते हैं किस तरीके से एक फुल बाय हमें फाइनली देखने मिलता हुआ वापस से आफ्टर 2 राउंड। किस तरीके से यहाँ पे टीम खेलेगी। वी कैन सी पैरानोया लेके यहाँ पे वेट करते हुए लैंटिस एंड आर दे गोना पुश टुवर्ड्स दैट आफ्टर दैट हेल्प। We can see Astra with that Nebula putting towards the A main. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज करेंगे अटैकर्स को। शुड वे पुश एंड यूटिलिटी का इस्तेमाल करने में फोर्स करेंगे। वहाँ पे गार्डिंग लाइट का इस्तेमाल किया गया है। रिकवर किया जाएगा, फाइट लेने की कोशिश बट Astra will be winning that fight for himself। बहुत ही अच्छी ट्रिप आया वहाँ पे, एक बंदे को स्पॉट जरूर करेगा बट Astra falls back onto the side and was able to win that fight from Repmac and अपनी टीम को एक अच्छी लीड पे लेके जाते हुए 5-3 के यहाँ पे डिफरेंस बना चुके हैं। वो को यहाँ पे होल्ड करते हुए लैंटिस वाज एबल टू टेक द वन स्ट्राइक बट बैटमैन यहाँ पे ट्रेड लेते हुए एक यहाँ पे ट्रेड लेते हुए एंड एक देखते सिचुएशन यहाँ पे कन्वर्ट हो चुकी है एक 2v2 की एंड Icarus विल बी हीलिंग अ बैटमैन टू फुल HP। देखते 150 HP पे यहाँ पे कैसे प्लेयर्स खेलेंगे। बैटमैन की तरफ से वापस से मूव का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा। Crucifix was unable to pick both the players। किल स्विच पे आप पुश करने की कोशिश, बट किल स्विच was able to take one। एक तरह से यहाँ पे सेकंड बंदे को किल स्विच पे यहाँ पे लेंगे। ट्रेड Crucifix versus Icarus, it's a 1v1 situation, same thing but different players। बट इस बार पेंट खेल के बदले कैमरा का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, बट Icarus will not be able to save that weapon, but Crucifix will be picking him off and अपने आप के लिए weapon भी save कर पाएंगे।
My goodness, Crucifix, my goodness. What an amazing shot there. वेट किया, वो जानते थे कि ऑप्शन नहीं है, अब अगर आना है तो इसी डायरेक्शन में आएंगे। एंगल लगा के बैठे थे, एक गोली मारा, इंस्टेंटली टर्न किया, सेव्ड हिमसेल्फ, सेव द वेपन, got back to a safer spot, and here we are with a 3-all scoreline again in the start. I mean, every single time we have talked about both of these teams, the Warriors and the Troopers, we've seen them going on to such a close match, and so is the case again. In the initial 6 rounds itself, we already can see an equalizer coming up. Early on guiding lights towards the mains, no information whatsoever. A-Star अभी भी वो एक्सप्लोर कर रहा है मिड का एरिया, अभी भी वो वेट कर रहा है। जंप पिक्स आएंगे जरूर, एंड वो A-Star को काफी ज्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन देने वाले हैं, सो बिल्कुल भी रिस्क नहीं करेंगे वो। फिलहाल के लिए रोटेट किया, मेड देयर वे टुवर्ड्स द बी साइड अगेन। ए साइड की तरफ आपको साइफर का पूरा सेटअप देखने को मिलेगा। टैशन ऑलरेडी कम्स अप, ओह गॉड, पांडा वो हेवन से कूदे थे। A-Star messed up the entire spray out there. I don't think the aftershock finds one to land. His max is good for one. Yes, he is. Spike अभी तक प्लान नहीं हुआ है। बैटमैन gets hit down to a perfect shot. 3 versus 3 अभी भी doable है। CT की तरफ एक गाइडिंग लाइट गया जरूर था to get information. No one towards the CT, can go in for a safe plant. Open plant के लिए नहीं जाएंगे, safe plant के लिए जाएंगे। Batman gets the showstopper online, gives a lot of damage, but that's all he needs to satisfy himself with. Icarus good for one last remaining player. Crucifix finds why doubles it up. No, he does not. Icarus finally shuts him down, and that's going to be the 4th one on board. A messy round honestly from both of these ends. काफी ज्यादा util exchange किया गया था वहाँ पे, but it just did not work in the favors of attackers, and it all went down to the defensive side, 4-3.
Yes, you're right. जो साइड की एंट्री थी वो एक बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से ली थी। द कोऑर्डिनेशन वाज देयर एंड दे वर एबल टू टेक दैट साइड कंप्लीटली। बट जो रीटेक आया, स्पेशली बैटमैन ने वो जो शो स्टॉपर का इस्तेमाल किया, फोर्स द प्लेयर्स टू गो आउट, एंड जो डैमेज दिया था उसी के चलते, उस केओस के शो स्टॉपर के केओस के चलते रैप मैकेनिकस वाज एबल टू गेट दोस 2 पिक्स एंड अपनी टीम को एक सेफली 4th राउंड की तरफ लेके जा पाते हुए। और अभी देखते हैं एक फुल ऑन ए की तरफ इस बार टीम जाते हुए साइफाई के साइड पे जाएंगे, एंड स्पेशली ऑन एन ई को राउंड अगर आप यहाँ पे साइफाई के साइड जाएंगे तो एक दिक्कत वही सिचुएशन हो सकती है, बिकॉज जो ट्रिप्स, अगर आप ट्रिप तोड़ने के लिए आप 2 बुलेट्स भी लगाते हैं तो दे won't have enough bullets to trade out the people, and we can see instant rotations यहाँ पे आती हुई, and the players are pushing towards CT पे 3 बंदे आ चुके हैं। सीकर्स का सही टाइम पे इस्तेमाल किया गया, स्पॉट करेंगे, बट A-Star was still able to win। तो 2 बंदे वहाँ पे कॉप कर चुके हैं, बट रैपमैक was able to shut that domination down। 2 बंदों को वहाँ पे जरूर पिक किए थे, बट it's down to a 2v4 situation। Terrorists पे यहाँ पे खेलते हुए हाइपर फिक्सर एंड बैटमैन यहाँ पे आएंगे। बैटमैन was able to take one, but kill switch वहाँ पे बैटमैन को भी शट डाउन करेंगे, एंड 4th राउंड अटैकर्स के लिए आता हुआ एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन राउंड।
Good rounds back and forth, 4-all का scoreline already यहाँ पे हो चुका है। I mean, एक राउंड अगर यहाँ पे ट्रूपर्स निकाल के जाते हैं तो अचानक से वॉरियर्स के पास एक आंसर बैक रहता है वो चीज के लिए, and it's just happening back and forth over and over again. Look at the scoreboard. Batman 11 kills के साथ, Icarus with 10, Repmac with 6, Hyperfiction with 3, and Panda with 2. Every single time I've seen Hyperfiction onto that breach, it's been phenomenal. उसके utils इतने ज़्यादा perfect है. He cannot just run away. Repmac is trying everything possible to find himself onto a safer spot, but little does he know that A-Star is all in already. Will be getting the side completely open, finds the first plant as well. Can go in for a safe plant whensoever. Look at those 3 players towards the vent. Oh my goodness. Not just 1, not just 2, but 3 players towards the vent. That's just a lot. Batman आगे जरूर आएंगे, कोशिश करेंगे impact निकालने की, but that could just be a bloodbath for the defensive side. सारे के सारे खिलाड़ियों को deny किया, 5वां राउंड लिया, एक flawless convert किया, 4-5. This is just amazing.
Yes, and especially talking about crucifix, this shows कि किस तरीके से adapt कर सकते हैं. He is not being that single one trick agent. He's switching on to that cypher and out fragging everybody in the lobby right now. 12-5 के score line के साथ वो दिखाते हुए कि he is not just made for one agent. He can adapt for his team if necessary. And वो यहाँ पे वो दिखाते हुए cypher के role पे.
That goes there.
What do you think इस राउंड में? ओके बी की तरफ यहाँ पे प्लेयर्स बढ़ते हुए एंड द साइफर सेटअप हैज बीन स्विच्ड. बैटमैन यहाँ पे ए पे जा चुके डिफेंसिव साइड से एंड रैपमैक हैज स्विच्ड बैक टुवर्ड्स द बी साइड. तो एक इंटरेस्टिंग रहने वाला है, एक बहुत ही अच्छी कॉल एंड रीड मैं कहना चाहूँगा डिफेंडर्स की तरफ से आते हुए. स्विचिंग द साइफर टुवर्ड्स द साइड ऑफ एंट्री एंड यहाँ पे ट्रिप को नहीं स्पॉट किया गया किल स्विच के द्वारा. एंड क्या उसका फायदा यहाँ पे उठा सकते टीम. ट्रेल ब्लेजर का डिफेंडर्स की तरफ से भी इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा. इस टाइम को यहाँ पे स्टन भी किया जाएगा एंड हील आता हुआ यहाँ पे रीग्रोथ का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा. फुल ऑन हेल्थ यहाँ पे अपने टीममेट को देने की कोशिश करते हुए. एंड वी कैन सी द रोटेशन कमिंग अप. अकेले ओमन यहाँ पे लाइक अप करेंगे टुवर्ड्स बी बिकॉज ही हैज हिज अल्टीमेट फ्रॉम द शैडोज रेडी एंड द स्पाइक इज गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द साइड ऑफ ए एंड सीकर्स का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा. एंट्री लेने की कोशिश की जाएगी टुवर्ड्स द साइड ऑफ ए. बहुत ही अच्छा स्टन वहाँ पे हाइपरफिक्शन की तरफ से आता हुआ आइसोलेट करेगा उनके टीममेट्स को. अकेले एंटर कर चुके थे. पीछे से यहाँ पे सपोर्ट कम आएगा. बैट में यहाँ पे फाइट लेने की कोशिश करते हुए सैचल तरीके से थोड़ी सेफ्टी में जाएंगे एंड वी कैन सी
30 seconds left.
रैपमैक की तरफ से लैंटिस के ऊपर वो पिक आया है एंड विद दैट न्यूरल ट्रैप he was able to spot people down. रैपमैक इसी के साथ एक बहुत ही अच्छे ऑफ एंगल पे खेलते हुए स्पैम देखिए अपनी पोजीशन दे बैठे हैं but was still able to win that fight and Rap was able to get kill switch down. It's a 5v3 situation in favor of defenders and just 10 seconds remain. उनको बस fight plant होने से deny करना है and not just that they were able to win a flawless round for themselves. पांचों बंदे यहाँ पे survive करते हुए the attackers has been brought down. Apex Warrior बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से राउंड को खेलेंगे and will be winning that round and making an equalizer.
Oh man, the love story continues again. The love story between these teams and the equalizer. It just goes on and on and on, and there's no breaking up in that, you know. It's 5-all again. I mean, I'm not really sure on what exactly the plan is, but every single time we are here, we are witnessing an equalizer coming up. It all went down to last 10 seconds play. And it was a flawless being converted. Flawless का जवाब, वो कहते हैं ना ईंट का जवाब पत्थर से दिया, कुछ उसी तरीके से flawless का जवाब फिर दोबारा flawless से दिया गया था. But this time over, A-Star seems to be a bit aggressive. Dashin comes up. थोड़ा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा पोजीशनिंग का because X-Mag साइड के काफी ज्यादा अंदर आ चुके हैं. किल्स विद फॉर 1, so is the case with X-Mag. XG Max though 3 खिलाड़ी बचे हुए हैं फिलहाल के लिए. आफ्टर शॉक आएगा, स्पाइक प्लांट करने का अभी तक मौका मिला नहीं है. A-Star was a bit aggressive towards the CT. Will be getting punished for that. Crucifix अभी भी काफी ज्यादा क्लोज क्वार्टर होल्ड कर रहे हैं. वो जानते हैं कि बैकस्टैप पे एक खिलाड़ी मौजूद है and that's going to be Icarus. Waiting for that right opportunity. Flash comes in. They know that there are players around, but who comes up on the top is the question.
Yes,
दो बचे हुए खिलाड़ी, एक CT की तरफ, एक बैकस्टैप की तरफ. बैकस्टैप is clear. Last player goes down towards the CT. That's going to be hyperfiction. X-Mag already काफी ज्यादा आगे आ चुके हैं with the judge in his hand. He is ready to judge. Hyperfiction gets the 6th one on board. But you know मेरा एक सवाल है Valken आपसे. क्या लगता है 6 all होगा? मतलब caster curse तो मैंने पहले ही लगा दिया है. But what do you think? Will it be a 6 all?
It can be because especially we have seen both the teams whenever they are down in numbers, whenever they are down in the lead, they obviously wants to go for that equalizer. We saw like at least 3 to 4 times in this half only that equalizer have been pushed. It was 2-0, then a 2-2, then it was 3-2, then again a 3-3. So yeah, they are playing for that equalizer. They don't want the opponent to get the upper hand for any single movement. You can see the one way coming up. Rap will be playing off that, and the utility coming up from the side of Astra. बहुत ही अच्छा अल्टीमेट फ्रॉम द शैडोज का इस्तेमाल किया है वहाँ पे रैप को स्पॉट करने के लिए. XG Max will be pushing in with the showstopper in his hand. And दिखते हैं but unfortunately किसी को कॉप नहीं कर पाएंगे. The entire side is left for the attackers to grab, but एक 5v5 retake की सिचुएशन यहाँ पे स्टार्ट हो चुकी है. रोलिंग थंडर का इस्तेमाल कर दिया गया है and the showstopper is active in the hand of Batman. And yes, it's been brought in. Rosevic but kill switch. आप लोग shut off करेंगे. Panda was able to get 2, but क्या ये फाइट निकाल के नहीं जा पाएंगे? No, he was brought. Except like a score line बनता हुआ attackers के लिए. Under Sea Troopers finally एक लीड के साथ रहेंगे इस हाफ को खत्म.
Man, 5-7 again. I thought it would be a 6 all, honestly. But as I say, right, caster curse is for real. मैं बोलूँ और उसका उल्टा ना हो ऐसा आज तक कभी हुआ नहीं है, and you can see that on screen definitely. 5-7 का score line already हो चुका है. Not expected, but again, let's see क्या एक और equalizer अब हमें देखने को मिलता है, because अगर pistol round यहाँ से निकाला hyperfiction and the entire team ने, तब जाके chances बहुत ज्यादा है that it is going to be a 7 or scoreline. But if at all it goes down to A star and the team having the pistol rounds for themselves, we know that they are going to have a great advantage and a great lead here on. So they need to be very, very careful on what the plan looks like, because going down to the defensive side in the map of Split, it is a bit more easier as compared to the attack, honestly. But this is just what I feel personally and not what the players feel, right? So early on, bullets being exchanged, A star will be the very first one to fall down towards the mid, and that is going to get the entirety of team into a lot of problems. The barriers of the defense have been already broken towards the mid, and there's going to be one player who needs to leave the site and guard the mid. Lantis is already on his way towards the mid, but Hyperfiction is right present there. So is the case with Panda. As soon as the peak comes up, Lantis hits him a good shot though. He comes up, already a bit difficult. Bullets being exchanged. Batman finds one onto Lantis, kills it somehow. Manages to survive out of that situation, but the Boom Buddy will be finding him perfectly. Batman with a 3K. There's going to be a good shot coming up from Max. Finds one onto Panda, but that's all he could do before he gets taken down. And it all goes down to Crucifix being the last one to survive. Cypher versus the Cypher.
Spike planted.
He's already in his way inside. Shuts down Crucifix. And they get the 6th one on board.
Yes, you're right. Perfectly, and especially Batman coming online on the defensive. He played amazing on the defensive side, and especially when your duelist, the solo duelist, is playing that good. Obviously, the attack is gonna go amazing, and that's what we can see. 3 picks coming up for him, and taking that A star pick on the first blood was amazing. With that Ghost versus Sheriff, he was able to take him off, and अपनी team को third यहाँ पे फाइनली जो लीड बन रही है उसको यहाँ पे कम करने की कोशिश करते हुए 3 फ्रैक्स के साथ देखते हैं किस तरीके से यहाँ पे प्लेयर्स खेलेंगे. वेबपैक इज इन्वेस्टेड टुवर्ड्स दैट. फैंटम यहाँ पे उनके पास फिक्स को यहाँ पे उन्होंने स्पॉट कर लिया गया है. कैमरा उनका डिस्ट्रॉय जरूर होगा, बट आप देख सकते हैं किल स्विच इज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स बी मेन. हाइपरफिक्शन यहाँ पे इसी के साथ लैंटिस को पिक ऑफ जरूर करेंगे. किल स्विच एंड लैंटिस का ये डुओ ट्राइड द सेम थिंग लास्ट टाइम. फील्ड वहाँ पे हो गए थे, बट दिस टाइम यहाँ पे लैंटिस को पिक ऑफ कर लिया गया. हाइपरफिक्शन को भी यहाँ पे ऑयल पिक मिलेगा किल स्विच के ऊपर, एंड एक बहुत ही इजी एंट्री मिल सकती है साइड के अंदर, क्योंकि द एंटायरिटी ऑफ द साइड इज एम्प्टी. रफ में कहेंगे मैक्स को यहाँ पे मिड पे पिक ऑफ करेंगे, एंड बोथ द डिफेंडर्स आर टुवर्ड्स सीवेज and maybe and will be making their way towards the side now, as the plant is being planted.
The spike is planted. It all goes down to the post-plant situations. 2 versus 5 seems to be a bit difficult. A-Star and Crucifix, will they be able to pull this off is a question. Marshall in the hands of A-Star. They already know where he is. Flash comes in. Batman tries to go in, but gets a perfect headshot. A-Star, my goodness. Finds one, but is that all he could find? Because he's been brought down to 13 of his health. It's gonna be a bit difficult for him to survive. Tries to connect another one, gets taken down from right. Mac does have a vandal for himself. Crucifix is able to retrieve for Bulldog. Good for 1, good for 2. Doubles it up for himself, gets taken down from Icarus, and that's gonna be another equalizer. They got the pistol rounds for themselves, but when they had a goodbye, that's where they got denied. But either ways, I feel they're gonna reinvest onto the weapons once again. They can make good investments here and there. 2 rounds, 2 consecutive rounds gets them to 7 or oh wait, my bad. They got both of the rounds for themselves, and now it all goes down to a full buy round and the bonus on the other side. A judge in the hands of XG Max already. Will that be a judge? No, he'll be going in for a save maybe. Oh yeah, that's going to be a judge coming up. Interesting, but for now, what's the call is the question. Batman a bit aggressive towards the rafters, already shuts down A-Star though. He's got an entry, good entry. That drop comes up, but kill switch, there's no one to back him up at that point of time.
I need
XG Max gets taken down as well. A perfect trade from Lantis shuts down Hyperfiction, but the numbers are yet not in their favor. The attackers already do have the B site under their control, and it's just all down to the post-plant situation. Icarus will be going further for the plant, and now it gets planted. So it's all down to the post-plant situation. A 4 versus 2, at least for now, seems to be a bit difficult, honestly, for the sides of Crucifix and his entire team, looking at what numbers they have. But still, if they are able to equalize it down, then that's where the chances are high, Valken.
Yes, you're right. Especially going on that bonus round, they were able to pick so many people off, and playing that 4v2 situation with that, an advantage, and they're forcing the defenders, Lantis and Crucifix onto that eco, saving they need to save. And एक बहुत ही अच्छा bonus round मैं कहना चाहूंगा Apex Warriors के लिए आता हुआ, they were able to win that 3 rounds back to back, and finally जो यहाँ पे उन्होंने lead हुई थी, are able to win that lead, and 8-7 के score line के साथ आगे बढ़ना चाहेंगे. And we can see the weapons economy आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो. All the 5 players on the uh, Apex Warriors की squad जो कि attackers है, they have all rifle, and आप उनके money देख सकते हो. They are still near 4K, but आप देख सकते हो defenders के side they only have 2 weapons they saved last round. Then the other people will be going on a save. Force by यहाँ पे देखने मिलेगा Judge and गार्डियन के हाथों. देखते हैं किस तरीके से यहाँ पे खेल पाएंगे. एंड वी हैव सीन दिस टीम प्लेइंग बेटर ऑन देयर thrifty round than the full buy round.
Yep, that's gonna be true. For now, Sheriffs is all that they have. You also do see a Bucky though. Come on, XG Mags just wants to do them dirty. With the Bucky right in the face, will XG Mags be able to do it? Is the question. Not yet
Yes.
committing towards any of the sides. I mean, look at them being so patient. Flash comes in, finds nothing. Every single player is holding back their positioning. Man, oh man, such a patient level these players have. Everyone is just waiting back for that right opportunity, but now they know there is going to be a mid presence coming up. One player towards the A, 3 towards the main, and 1 towards the mid. This is what the switch, this is what the split looks like for the attacking side. But will they commit is the question. They're taking their own good time. Batman is already on his way towards the
Oh,
vent.
that paint
Trolley, the paint shell is perfect. Forces Max to go behind, but the Bucky, I'm really scared. Will that Bucky find anything? Is the question. No, is the answer. For shot miss, second missed as well. Tries to go in for a
30
satchel and
seconds
find
left.
one, but gets denied. Panda finds one on Talantis. Players done already live, 30 seconds remaining. They know where Batman is. Spike is planted. It's all down to the post-plant situation. Kill switch. Good on one. Shuts down Batman. Finds a Vandal in return. Let's see what the next plan is like. Oh, he gives it to A-Star though. Flash goes in. A-Star, he at least needs to find one, so that he can get back the numbers for his team. Flash from Icarus as well. Connects nothing. One player towards main, 2 towards the backside. Positioning seems to be really good. Rolling Thunder comes into the play, and that's where the problem might just arise. Every one of them is inside the side. The Aftershock comes into the play as well. But look at Hyperfiction and Panda. Look at the double peak coming up from their high and low setup is what they are onto right now. A-Star gets taken down. Killswitch with a perfect frag.
Player
Finds one,
standing.
but that's all he could do as Killswitch gets taken down as well. Crucifix will be the last one to survive out of that situation. As Panda and Hyperfiction gets taken down too. The spike, and it's going to be the 9th one on board. I really love the high and low setup coming up from the attacking side towards the backside. But at the end, right, they just got taken down by the
Like, yeah,
spike radius.
obviously, but yeah, Crucifix reading that situation, and he just went away because he knew he had that Vandal in his hand. He just ran back and saved his Vandal so he can play on a full buy with his team, because he saved the last round. If he went in and died, he won't have been able to buy that weapon to play with his team. So a nice decision coming up. Yes, destroying that camera from Cypher, attacking Cypher यहाँ destroy किया जाएगा, and with that operator will be holding towards that A main. And but the util layering आप देख सकते हो attackers की तरफ से आएगी. The trailblazer comes in, flash का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, but after the flash round peak लेके Batman को pick off करेंगे, but Rapback instantly उनका trade लेंगे in the same exact moment and was able to get that 1-for-1 trade.
I know exactly
यहाँ
where
पे
you are.
तो एक बहुत ही अच्छा ड्यूरल थ्रेट का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा अटैकर्स की तरफ से. अब वहाँ पे पांडा को फोर्स करेगा पुश करने के लिए केज के अंदर, बट सर्वाइव करते हुए जस्ट द स्लिदर ऑफ एचपी पे. देखते हैं क्या वो सर्वाइव कर पाएंगे. दे नो अबाउट हिम. सैचल बहुत अर्ली डिस्ट्रॉय किया, एंड पांडा वाज एबल टू टेक मैक्स डाउन फ्रॉम 14 एचपी. ओ माय गॉड, लैंटिस वाज एबल टू टेक 2. पांडा इज स्टिल सर्वाइविंग.
Player standing. Last player
Third.
standing.
थर्ड पिक उनके लिए यहाँ पे आता हुआ. क्या एक अमेजिंग क्लच देखने मिल सकता है. यस, पांडा विद दैट अमेजिंग क्लच. बहुत ही प्यारी सिचुएशन पे वहाँ पे सर्वाइव करते हुए पेट शेल से वहाँ पे बचे, फोर्स किए थे उस केज के अंदर, बट स्टिल वहाँ पे सर्वाइव करते हुए. एंड ओ माय गॉड, विद दैट स्मॉल एचपी एक छोटी सी जगह पे अटक के 4 people को वहां पे फिनिश ऑफ करते हुए अपनी टीम के लिए एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट राउंड निकाल के लेके जाते हुए.
Good rounds back and forth, 10-7. 3 rounds are differentiated already that we can see. Both the players were lying very low under their HP, but this time over, I just see a full-fledged A attack coming up. I mean, onto the defensive side, they do not have a good economy to be maintained, but on the attacker's side, it's going to be a full-fledged A attack coming up. A star going in for those. Nice, misses 3 out of the 5 already. The showstopper comes online, but little do they know there's no one inside the site. Everyone tries to be a bit safer and are making sure that no one gets taken down to the showstopper. Indeed,
Spike planted.
nothing to be capitalized onto, but the spike gets planted. So the showstopper actually has them gained a lot more of positioning. Flashes are perfect. Paint shell will be going in and might just give a lot of damage, but it's just a bloodbath. It's just a bloodbath. They are on to A star. Good for 1. Yes, he is. Shuts down Rep Mag.
One enemy remaining.
Surviving on 24 of his health. Tries to maybe find one. Just maybe. Yes, he's able to do that. Misses the knife. Oh, misses the flash. Hyperfiction with the classic. Jumps onto the face of Crucifix. Shuts him down. Finds the 11th one. 11-7.
Amazingly, जिस तरीके से यहाँ पे अटैक द टीम इज शोइंग एपेक्स वॉरियर्स ने यहाँ पे डबल इनिशिएटर का यूज कर रहे हैं, शोइंग दैट ब्रीच इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट ऑन द मैप ऑफ split, getting that one entire lane closed off with that fault line and the flashpoint coming up, paying it with that guiding light, the double flash coming up together, and there's no chance either they're gonna be flashed by flashpoint or the guiding light. And वो यहाँ पे दिखाते हुए hyperfiction this time using the fault line, giving Batman the access towards the ram side. This is showcasing the teammate. He is the utility. He provides not just the utility, was able to get the first pick onto the duelist of opponents. A star को यहाँ पे pick off करते हुए and will be making the side entry towards the B. And we can see Batman lurking towards A and was able to take kills down. Oh my god! And the pivot we can see एक बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से यहाँ पे आइजिलिंग मैं स्पेशली कहना चाहूँगा रीड करते हुए प्लेयर्स को. But Rusik is coming up. Takes partner down. इस वहाँ पे ट्रेड जरूर लेंगे एंड इसी के साथ एक कोई भी 2 की सिचुएशन हो चुकी है. एक सेफर प्लांट यहाँ पे लिया जाएगा बट तो यहाँ पे एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था. Will be taking it back down, but it's Lattice versus the 3 of them, and Hyperfiction will be finishing off. And 12-7 के score line के साथ, oh my god, जिस तरीके से first half खत्म हुआ था, did not expect to see such a dominance coming up from the side of Apex Warriors.
रेपमैग को डेफिनेटली वहां पे एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था बाल्कन, बट रेपमैग ने भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि उनके सामने 2 खिलाड़ी होंगे वहां पे. He expected just one player to be around. He took him down and he was just like, okay, it's clear now, I can make my way in. And then it was just like a surprise moment for him where he found another one. So yeah, 12-7 is what the scoreline looks like, at least for now. बहुत कम राउंड बचे हैं ये मैच समाप्त करने के लिए हमारे पास. न्यूरल थेफ्ट अलोंग साइड द कॉस्मिक डिवाइड. 2 important ultimates ready है. पांडा क्या इन्वेस्ट करेंगे कॉस्मिक डिवाइड पे? नॉट रियली श्योर इफ हमने फर्स्ट हाफ में देखा है कॉस्मिक डिवाइड को यूटिलाइज होते हुए. लैंडर्स टू द स्मोक फाइंड्स 1. सैचल ने बचाया जरूर वहां पे बैटमैन को, बट हाउ लॉन्ग इज द क्वेश्चन. फाइंड्स 1 मैक्स with the showstopper touchdown. Batman is good for 1. Yes, he is. Goes down to 2 versus 3. Neural Theft comes online, gives a lot of information to work around with. They know where the players are. Won't be risking it for anything. But the shot is important. A perfect body shot, not an headshot to take the player down and equalize the numbers though. 2 versus 3. फिलहाल के लिए डिफिकल्टीज बहुत ज्यादा रहेगी अटैकर्स के लिए भी. किल स्विच का पोजीशनिंग देखिए, वो भले ही साइड के अंदर है बट ही कैन नॉट कमिट इट कंप्लीटली बिकॉज़ फॉर द फैक्ट दैट देयर इज वन प्लेयर राइट प्रेजेंट इनसाइड. पांडा वहीं पे थे. ही फाइंड्स वन onto kill switch, gets back the numbers to an equalizer, goes down to a 2 versus 2. For now they are trying to make their way inside the site. Okay, the plant will be going down from Panda. Repmag is right present there. Might get taken down. Repmag finds one on Crucifix. He was barely surviving. He gets taken down the paint shell. And that's where Max finds the round for his team. Man, oh man, the nade will help Max find the round. And it's going to be 12-8 finally. After a 3 of round coming up from the attackers, and it's finally the defenders who get their very first round in the second half.
Yes, as we can see, finally the domination is finally stopped after 7 continuous rounds. A 5-7 score went into a 12-7, and finally the first round in the side of defenders. the Undercity Troopers getting the first round in their defensive half. They need to win 4 rounds back to back right now if they want to finish a 12 to a score line we wished for. Let's see where they're gonna play. We can see the attackers are gonna push towards the side of mid. They are gonna push mid, and are they gonna be able to take anything? They are pushing towards the mids. फ्लैश का इस्तेमाल किया गया बट दे आर नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग ए स्टार टू प्ले इन दैट नेबुला. एक तरह से यहाँ पे आएंगे ऑफ एंगल स्पॉट करने की कोशिश करेंगे. विल बी गोना गो एंड ए स्टार इज गोना गो एग्रेसिव. ट्रेल ब्लेजर का स्पॉट यहाँ पे किया गया है बट हाई परफेक्शन यहाँ पे शट डाउन किए जाएंगे उनके ही दोस्त ए स्टार के द्वारा. ए स्टार गेटिंग ए आर हाई परफेक्शन डाउन. क्रूसिफिक्स इसी के साथ पुश करेंगे. रैप में को यहाँ पे पिक ऑफ किया गया है एंड देखते ही देखते और एक पिक यहाँ पे आता हूँ बट बैटमैन एंड इक्वेस्ट गेटिंग द नंबर इक्वलाइज. 2v दो बंदों को यहाँ पे एक साथ पिक करके 3v3 की सिचुएशन यहाँ पे बना चुके हैं एंड ए स्टार प्लेइंग ऑन दैट ऑफ एंगल टुवर्ड्स राफ्टर्स. देखते हैं किस तरीके से खेलेंगे. दो बंदे यहाँ पे फ्लैंक पे आते हुए लैंडस वाज एबल टू टेक बैटमैन डाउन बट एक वहां पे खेल लेंगे एंड लैंडस वाज एबल टू टेक हिम डाउन एज वेल. पांडा उनके लिए पास जाएंगे फाइट लेने के लिए. एक ए स्टार डाउन एंड पांडा विद अनदर क्लच फॉर हिज टीम. बहुत ही प्यारी तरीके से खेलते हुए and for the first time in the 3 map altogether, the first team to reach 13 points is none other than Apex Warriors.
Oh yeah, we finally can say that we are not gonna see a 12-wall equalizer. So I can actually confirm, Balkan, कि Caster's curses were real. हमने इतना ज्यादा हाइप कर दिया था 12 वॉल को कि अब 12 वॉल हो ही नहीं रहा. हमने इतना ज्यादा हाइप कर दिया था 6 वॉल स्कोर लाइन को, अब क्यों वो भी नहीं हो रहा है. एंड इतना बात कर लिया इक्वलाइजर्स के ऊपर कि अब इक्वलाइजर्स भी नहीं हो रहे. माय गुडनेस. Feel sad for all these players though, plus but please do not blame us for this. For now, at least towards the B side is where the execution might just make his way, but there's going to be a heavy stack coming up towards A, which is a bit difficult. A-star hits a body shot though onto Repmac. Is not able to hit a perfect headshot again to take him down completely. Rotation has been already called off. Early on rotation, I mean, it was a heavy stack towards A, and look, the earlier rotation has been called off, and every single player is already towards the B side. The double satchel comes in. Max is still holding back his position. Finds one, finds two. Yes, he does. Patience is the key, and he definitely will answer it on Y. Finds two perfect frag, and now the spike is down inside the site itself. They're gonna guard the spike. Oh, man, come on. No one is able to break the move on out there. And that's going to give a lot of damage. Panda through the smoke shuts down Max. This gets on more and more interesting. 2 versus 3. Cosmic Divide is yet available. अभी भी Cosmic Divide रहने वाला है वहाँ पे. But invest कब करेंगे पांडा, ये एक सवाल जरूरी रहेगा. For now, what they need to do is have the spike for themselves so that either ways they can make a rotation or maybe walk inside the side. But the cross is something that is of a problem. Spam comes in as soon as the cage is triggered. Both of the players get taken down and the 9th one comes on board. 13-9. एक राउंड लिया, एक राउंड गवाया, फिर दोबारा से एक राउंड अपने नाम लिया, and the scoreline goes down to a 13-9.
Yes, obviously, and the only 2 rounds remain before the map ends, and obviously, एक comeback हमें यहाँ पे at least देखने मिल सकता है. If they are able to make a 13-11, it will still be a close map to shut down, especially after that, 7 rounds जो यहाँ पे Apex Warriors ने लगातार निकाले. To come back and make it a 13-11 will be a good finish for the side of Undercity Troopers. Trailblazer को यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रॉय किया जाएगा. ए स्टार के ऊपर यहाँ पे फॉल्ट लाइन का इस्तेमाल करने की कोशिश, बट ही डैशेस बैक टू सेफ्टी. बट किल स्विच को आप देख सकते हो ऑफ एंगल पे यहाँ पे खेलने की कोशिश करेंगे बैटमैन के ऊपर, बट नो ही वोंट बी एबल टू टेक हिम ऑफ. बैटमैन यहाँ पे किल स्विच को फिनिश करेंगे एंड इनको यहाँ पे किल किया जाएगा. इसी के साथ मैक्स वहाँ पे कितने डिटरमाइंड थे उस अल्टॉप को लेने के लिए. इवन दो ही वाज गेटिंग revealed to that tag, he was still managed to take that and satchel करके safety के लिए आएंगे because he wants this round. They are already down a number and आप देख सकते हैं mid से यहाँ पे ultimate का इस्तेमाल किया गया था. बैटमैन यहाँ पे शो स्टॉपर को ऑनलाइन आएंगे but he was flashed. Landis was able to take 2 and A-Star वहाँ पे hide करते हुए was able to shut that down. Max का जो शो स्टॉपर पे इन्वेस्ट करने का ऑप्शन था, it came in handy and was able to win that fight. And इसी के साथ 13-11 के 13-10 के साथ ये राउंड को करेगा फिनिश. मैच पॉइंट का राउंड यहाँ पे आता हुआ राउंड नंबर 24, the final round of the map and the day.
The final round of the map of the day as well. Split का ये मुकाबला बस एक राउंड दूर है ये देखने के लिए कि will it go down to a 14-10 or a 13-11. Let's see on whose favor it works out. For now, RT
This
की
goes
नॉमी की अगर
here.
मैं बात करूँ तो
This is a
Cosmic
nice
Divide
spot.
के साथ साथ Seekers is what they have to be invested onto. On the other side, Omen Alt is all that they got early on.
I've
To
got
gain
your
information,
trail.
but little do they know that Kill Switch is right playing towards the cross. But Seekers will give a lot of information. Kill Switch somehow manages to find one, goes to a lot of spam, shuts down the second one.
Spike down
Come
mid.
on, Kill Switch. Two players done and dusted already. Icarus finally shuts him down. But that's not going to be a fair trade as they do have a lot of damage being dealt already. The spike is down and can be guarded actually, but A-Star does have a judge for himself. So they need to be pretty careful. There's been a lot of chaos that's already been created. Cosmic Divide is yet available to be invested onto, but will it be the case is the question. Repmag has made his way inside the vent, finds one. A-Star gets taken down as well. Two remaining players. From the Shadow is yet available to, just make his way towards the other side. But look, they're already inside the B side. Lantis will be teleporting out. Yeah, will be making his way outside the site itself. They need to be very, very careful. Two remaining players. The Cosmic Divide is yet not invested,
planted.
You are
I mean,
divided.
oh, finally, there you go. Cosmic Divide gets invested. One player towards the backstab. They are expecting him to be there. Panda tries to hit a perfect shot, but as soon as he jumps, he falls down to his death as Lantis shuts him down. Paranoia is perfect, but it's going to hit the teammate as well. It's just a cat and mouse play, at least for now.
One enemy
Needs to
remaining.
find one. Lantis is able to do that.
Last player standing.
Icarus with a perfect trade goes down to a 1v1. Crucifix, the flash comes in. Crucifix somehow manages to find where the player is, shuts him down. And it is going to be a 13-11 to end this map, ladies and gentlemen. Not a 12-12 that we expected, but definitely a 13-11. What an amazing
Attackers
map.
win.
Yes, especially the way they played after losing 7 rounds. Hopes नहीं छोड़े. They tried to make a comeback and obviously equalized तो नहीं कर पाए थे, but they tried and went ahead with a almost equal score. They could have went for 13-11 के score line के साथ. Apex Warrior will be finally winning a map today after the first 2 draws.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. A Star, honestly, I have to talk about him right now. He has 16 kills for himself. See, I would not say that he did not played Jet perfectly or he did not play Jet well. He was really amazing the way he was giving entries and the way his overall impact was on the map. But the amount of frags that he had in comparison to Jet and to the Sentinel role that he was playing back then, I feel the Cypher is still on the top for me. The Cypher and the Cages still remains, in on the top for me. Also, alongside that, Crucifix has been that one player to look out for every single time. He's been fragging out. He's been playing those roles perfectly. Rest, all the players have played and done an amazing job. Even if I talk about the First Bloods, A Star has 5 overall First Bloods, 3 for Crucifix as a Cypher. Batman on the duelist has 3 First Bloods for himself. So every single player definitely has stepped up. But in comparison to the first and second map, third map, honestly, Valken was very different.
Yes, especially the first 2 rounds was so cut to cut and not that different. The first half was cut to cut. It was a 6-5 and which ended up in a 7-5. But the way Apex Warriors started the attack, 7 continuous rounds they won. Oh my god, that pure domination which we were hoping for. Which were missing in the first 2 map. It was such an equalizing game for both the sides, but this time the domination coming up from the side of Apex Warriors, they were able to win those 7 rounds continuously and making that huge lead, which finally ended up in their favor because they were only able to win 1 round after that, and they were able to come victorious with that.
Ah, that's gonna be true. Interesting day today, honestly. Right, start from Breeze, going down to Haven, then to the map of Split. Today's day has been really amazing, but that's it for today's day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have an amazing day. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the same time at the same channel. Until then, take care. Have a great day. See you
Signing
soon.
off, guys. See ya.
Y'all sit back and watch me speak. About to take over your screen. Talking bulls in 93. Talking mom, I'm on TV. Y'all know all I do is me. All I do is me. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and all I know my money green. About to snap and make a scene. My cup off and make this free. My cup off and make them scream. Go back off for TMZ. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Money long, nothing on credit. I got style, don't catch no feelings. All this bread ain't got no lettuce.